Ah, that's right. We updated the graphics driver, didn't we? We did do that. NVIDIA had a driver update before the stream, which means that once again, the camera needs to be reset up. Huzzah! All right. Happy Thursday, all. What does Thursday mean? Thursday means it is a StarCraft day. So, got some StarCraft for you today. What's going on, Nemo Noom? We got Savior Sword. We got Tipo out there. Tipo wants a Defiler emote. I can do that. Did I already agree to make you a Defiler emote? Maybe. Maybe I did. NVIDIA broadcast. Are you crashed, you piece of garbage? Yes, probably. It's probably crashed. All right, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think running an update for the graphics driver while broadcast is running is a good idea. I don't think NVIDIA broadcast likes that very much. Red Dimension. We got Lunar. We got Nico. So, Nico, are you saying hola? Or are you saying... Oh, you are saying hola. Okay, I need to get rid of the automatic translation stuff because what the heck? I know what hola means. It's ridiculous. What's up, Diego? That's the humming. Indeed it is. All right, video. We're back? I think we're back. Hang on, hang on. I'm trying something here. Trying one more thing here. Yeah, I know what hola means, but YouTube is doing this automatic translation stuff, and so it automatically translates hola into hello, which is like, thanks, NVIDIA, or thanks, YouTube. I'm not that stupid. I'm really not. Hey, we did it. We made it. All right, Falcon Paladin is actually here now. I mean, free products are free, right? Not paying anything for them. They're going to be a little bit jank sometimes. If I was paying for it, then I'd be like, all right, this is not fair. This is dumb. I'm going to complain to somebody, but as it is, I'm not going to. What's up, level 80? I never asked for an emote before, says Tipo. Hey, redeem 5,000 chips out there, Falcon chips. Tipo did. He wants an effort versus Paralyze match or a game from Hm. Savior Sword is here to complain today. Says, your stream is late. You look blurry. I feel attacked, Savior Sword. I feel like all I get is criticisms from you. Yeah? I don't look blurry to me, but you know what? Kind of hard for me to tell. Tipo says it's fine. Pills says it's fine. Maybe Savior Sword needs glasses. I don't know. Anyway, happy Thursday, all. We are here. We're ready to go. I've been watching the ASL qualifier stuff. Watching Artosis do some solo casting with that stuff. It's been pretty good. Some of the players that we're casting are like, okay, they're not going to make it anywhere, right? But we did have some people get knocked out a little bit earlier than we thought, right? I don't know. Is this a spoiler? I don't know how much of a spoiler this is. Savior Sword has glasses. Savior Sword needs a prescription update. No, wait. He says it's okay now. Wait. It was blurry for a bit now. Huh. Anyway. I was going to say something. Yeah. So, like, Tolbo's out, man. Like, what a weird run for this guy. Like, Tolbo, he changes his name from YSC to Tolbo. And he makes it to the semifinals of ASL 21. And everybody's like, Tolbo, this guy, let's go. And then in the very next ASL, he doesn't even qualify. Okay. Like, what a weird spike in his capabilities. Anyway, bad times for Protoss fans. Yeah, there are definitely some people who are out of there. Who are out. We're not going to talk too much about that. But yeah, I watched a VOD a couple days ago that Artosis put out, and he's like, Can Jaedong make it out? Make it in? And I'm like, who's in this group? And it's like all these people I've never heard of. Yeah, I think Jaedong can beat people I've never heard of, actually. That'll be fine. Well, Oregon was there. I know him. Like, Oregon, also known as Piano, is one of those dudes that, like, consistently makes it, does very well in Castramu's Star League. Which is the people that don't qualify for ASL. Yeah, see, level 80 is sad that there's no Tilbo. It is sad. It is. Didn't expect Gameo to qualify. Yeah, me neither. He was not on my list. Should we just look at it? Let's just look at it. I don't think we're going to spoil anything here. ASL 22. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so Flash is retired. So the people Leda, Light, Soma automatically qualify. Hang on. Qualifiers. No, don't lag on me, Paige. Gosh dang it. Hm is really impressive. Good job by Hm. Hey, what's up? Of course I'm right. I'm Bob. Hello, Bob. Am I playing? Nope. I'm going to be casting some replays today. You don't want to see me play. Why would you want to see me play? That's not fun. What do we got? Bum, 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 bum. Oh my gosh, there's so much. There's the wild card. Okay, so these are the ones. No, this is July. Maybe it's these ones? I don't know what I watched. What am I watching with Artosis doing? Oh. There's more stuff over here? No, this... Oh my gosh, look at all these people. Look at all these people. No, this wasn't it. What's up, Avka Tennis? Hello, hello. Ah, love you too, man. Love you too. What's up, Goat? Goat with the most. So group Sock made it out. Oh my gosh. There are like 1,000 people. Look at this. Okay, okay, yeah. So there's different days and there's different groups. Holy crap. So yeah, group 1, group 2. So like Sock makes it through, Speed makes it through. Holy cow, Paralyze. Ho ho, look at this. Paralyze makes it through. Orang Yi made it all the way to the semifinals here. Got beat by Paralyze 2-1. Paralyze makes it through after beating Scan. And whoever the heck Chu is. And Bale. Dude, these are crazy. So Sock 2-1's BTS. I'm really not too surprised by that. BTS making it this far, though. Beating Buell. And beating Psy. There are so many of these. Holy smokes. Ah, July. Wait, is that July? Did July get 2-0'd by a random Zerg? Freaking ZVZ. And then the Zerg got 2-0'd by Noob. And then Noob got beat by Sockstreet, who got beat by Speed. Speed beat Hyun. And this one we were looking at earlier. Paralyze makes it through this group. Nice job by him. Scan's knocked out by Paralyze. Dude, Paralyze is kind of crushing it. Got some good games of his coming up on the channel, too. Oh, yeah, I heard about this group. Hm beats Royal 2-0 and Ample 2-0. So Hum's having a great run here. Ample beat Quickly. No real surprise there. Royal beat 815. How about this group? Names we know. Freeze here. How's it going? Free, Haya, Midas. Mong beat Zealot 2-0. Then Mong beat Free 2-0. That is an old group. Holy crap. Zealot, Mong, Free, Midas, Haya, DeWalt's in here. DeWalt got 2-0'd by Mong. Tried to get through. Piano wins this group, also known as Oregon. Let's see. Sue got knocked. Oh, this is the group that I saw Artosis cast. So Sue beats Invade, beats some random Zerg player, gets 2 win to buy piano. Ivory 2-0 Stork, and then Oregon 2-0's Ivory makes it out. This is Jaedong's group. Okay, okay. So there's Eski out here. What's up, Eski? Beats Bishop. Jaedong beats Bishop. Jaedong beats Hanatan, whoever he is. He 2-1 killer. Didn't do much else. My gosh, there are so many groups. This is a smaller one. But Barracks gets beat by Purpose. And then Allen's over here getting 2-0'd by Effort and ZVZ. That's ridiculous. Ride Sky's in this group. Why is Effort in this group with, like, nobodies? I guess that's kind of what this is, though, right? Shine beats Motive. That's a good one. I don't really care about anybody else in that group. Shuttle 2-1's Tyson. And then Shuttle 2-1's Ruin. To not... Oh, Artosis will talk about this. This is Ruin and Tyson getting knocked out by Shuttle. So 2 of the more favored Protoss players getting killed here in the qualifiers by another Protoss. That's kind of sad. Yeah, this was a tough group, man. Shuttle, Ruin, Tyson, Nada's in here. Barracks and Royal are out of it. Yeah, exactly, at Cardiacs. And how many games do we see carriers these days? Never. I can tell you that much. Got an amazing carrier game coming on Monday between Sharp and Rich on the Backrooms map, the new map. So look forward to that. It definitely involves the carriers. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff with the qualifiers thus far. Everyone's trying their best. It's hard to qualify for ASL. And even harder to make it to the semifinals, and even harder to win it, man. Insane in the membrane. Alright, so let's see. Can we find an Effort versus a Paralyze game? Let me see if I can dig one out for you here. I do. I've got some Effort Paralyze here from RJB. Let's see if I can figure out... Yeah. Yeah. How about this one? It's a 5:15 replay. Fevar says, of all the base race casts you've done, I feel like Zerg loses the most. Yeah, Zerg really shouldn't base race. Their buildings have the lowest amount of HP, right? Terran can fly their buildings off. I don't know. It's not a good move. They really shouldn't choose to do it. Is Zerg overpowered? Says, of course I'm right. I'm Bob. So, considering Zerg have won the last 6 ASL championships, which is kind of considered the pinnacle of StarCraft these days, yeah, I'd say Zerg's doing pretty well. It does seem like they have the highest skill ceiling, right? Where if you play the hardest and the best, and you're playing Zerg, you can get up to a level that I'm not sure Protoss and Terran can quite reach. That's how I feel about it right now. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but that's how I feel about it. People can disagree with me in the comments if they want. Oh, I know what happened here. Okay, I gotcha. Effort Paralyze 2026. April replay. Let's go. Yeah, people love Scan. For obvious reasons. He seems like a really nice guy. He did that, you know, was coaching Artosis for a while. He seems funny, which is nice. Alright, let's go there. No, dang it. There it is. Paralyze, effort, match point. All right, here we go. T-Po's ready to rock. T-Po's got a user-requested replay, which you can do by redeeming Falcon chips. It's a good time for everybody. All right, match point, remastered. Bottom left of the map, it's a brown Zerg. It is Effort, who, for ASL 21, kind of didn't realize what he had to do to qualify, thought that he had signed up. He hadn't correctly, and he couldn't play in ASL 21, but he has qualified for ASL 22, folks. No real surprise there. Top right, it's Paralyze, who's also qualified for ASL 22 now. Looking pretty good. Love this guy. Bob says, I'm tired of watching Terran players play SK Terran, which is what they call the Marines, Medics, and Firebats strategy. There are some mech strategies these days that are starting to come back into favor. HBQ is a Terran player who came up with a build recently where you rush to science vessels with a Radiate in order to deal with the Mutalisks that are coming. We do see Goliath builds to deal with Mutalisks quite a bit as well. And there was a mech game in the ASL 22 qualifiers by a player whose name I cannot remember because I don't know who it is. But I think he tried it against Soxry or somebody, and then it was Queens, right? It was Queens against the tanks, and it was a pretty good game. So, you know, we do get different stuff from time to time. It's not always Marines and science vessels and things. All right, let's guess. We guess, I'm going to say gate here. Two-player map. Gate pressure is pretty good. Although we did scout, or we're blocking off a hatch first. No, we saw the pool. Okay, so we saw the over pool, probably Forge. Yep, on a two-player map. Safer to go for the Forge there, without a doubt. Mech seems unstoppable, says Fevar. What's up, Sakre? Oh, Sakre, dude, that's very funny. You come in here and you say, yo. And YouTube is translating that to mean they. That's so stupid. Oh my gosh, you're dumb. All right. There's the expand. So here's the thing, Fevar. Queens are really good against tanks. If a Zerg can control their queens properly, then queens are very good against mech. And late game can really favor Zerg. Unless you've consistently been harassing the Zerg and messing with them and killing their bases, right? If you keep them down below 60 workers, then your mech looks really, really good. But if you maybe let them grow a little bit too much, maybe don't slow them down, and then suddenly they're at 65, 70 workers and 6 bases, then your mech shows up, they can handle the mech. It's complicated, Fevar. It's not as straightforward as if you get a lot of mech, you can win, because a good Zerg player with a big bank and map control will beat that mech. They'll do it. They'll come in from weird, unexpected angles. They'll snipe all your tanks. The Hydras will clear everything else out. It looks unstoppable. But again, if you can harass the Zerg player to where they don't have 6 bases, they only have 4 bases, and they only have 55 workers or 50, then suddenly you're unstoppable. Probes did catch the lair timing, nicely done by him. Third base coming in top left here for effort. Let's see what Paralyze is going to do here, folks. Ah, PayPal donation from... Wait, what? When? 1 minute ago. Goat. Goat. Thanks for the $10 donation over at PayPal at falconpaladin at gmail.com. I was like, I saw that come through. And I was like, wait, what? Who was that? That was our guy, Goat. Thank you, Goat. Let's update our support goal settings here. Perfect. Purple is winning the battle thus far. So a couple lings out. No big deal there. ASL needs team events. Yeah. Says a Cardiox. That'd be cool. That would be pretty dang cool. Stargate on the way. No real surprise. Are we going to see an investment into +1 attack on these Corsairs? Is the question. We need to scout this, right? You got to see. Zealot checks for a third base down here. Not a very common third base, I don't think, for Zergs on match point. Usually it's up the left side. But this Zealot is pretty convinced something's going to be here soon. So we're going to shut that thing down. Yeah, a Cardiox. I mean, what I've seen is that in StarCraft 2, in tournaments, a lot of the time they can get the players to even play in a free-for-all by setting up a little bit of a prize pool, which is a ton of fun. So maybe they could do that in ASL as well. We'll have to see. All right, what do we got? Macro Hatch, definitely Spire, no second gas. Just going to be a small investment into air. Scourge, yes. Mutalisks, maybe. +1 does get started for the Corsairs. So we're going to make more than one Corsair, I can promise you that. Probably at least 2. If not, you know, 8 or 12. 12's a lot. We don't usually see 12. Any upgrades on the Spires? No. 2 sets of Scourge? Cool. Hydra Den? Yes. So not going to go for Mutalisks here. We've seen it win, right? I'm not saying Mutas are bad, but it just seems more often than not the Hydra plays are better here, especially if the Protoss overcommits to Corsairs and then 17 Hydras show up. So he probably wants to cancel this +1 attack on the Corsairs. But again, it's tricky. Because sure, maybe it's Hydras now, but the player still has the Spire. The Zerg can still fire up 11 Mutas later and snipe your High Templar if they want. So, nice, a Cardiox. Eye of the Nexus. How's it going, Psycho Nuts? Happy Thursday, man. How's work these days? You stressed? You good? Ooh, got a surround on that Zealot. Not something you see a lot. Ah, there's a sunken. Falcon loves a sunken. Look at this. I promise you, these Zealots would attack this base if there wasn't a sunken here. If there were this many Lings and like some Scourge, he would have attacked in there and killed some drones at least. But one sunken plus this handful of Lings, well now there's more Lings, but before, was enough to make these guys go home. Like, it just makes me happy. It's dumb how much seeing Zerg players invest into one static defense unit makes me happy. Because it doesn't happen enough. Zergs are crazy, man. Psystorm's on the way. Speed upgrade for Overlords coming in here too. Yeah, Hydra Bus timing here on 3 base. That's what we're looking at. Hydra Den working on that range upgrade. Oh, a DT getting some free Ling kills down here. 3 kills on that boy. Lings try to get in. Probe's gotta block it. They don't want to do that. They want to be mining. They don't want to be blocking against Lings. They die that way, but they do. They block it effectively. DT comes back, gets a couple more kills too. 5 kills on him. Zealots once again trying to attack into a base, and there's a sunken and beautiful Sim City, and they say no. No, definitely not. Testing, though. Testing the defenses here is Paralyze. Scourge patrolling in case, I don't know, an observer shows up. A shuttle? Who knows? A Spore is not entirely necessarily, especially if you're going Hydras, Fevar. Right? You keep a couple of Hydras at home. You don't need a Spore. But I have seen Spores from time to time. That's actually a hefty number of Corsairs. And he did finish the +1. Okay, now, questionably, is this a situation where it's been misread? Where there are too many Hydras and not enough investment into things like High Templar and Zealots? Look at this. Yeah, man, Hydra's got an Overlord. He knows there's a DT around because he's got 5 kills already. You know there's a DT if he's got 5 kills, probably. More gates coming in. Any sign of a third base? No. Not at all. Robotics facility for detection, probably. Storm's been done for a minute. He's got a bunch of storms here. If Hydras show up and try to bust this, it's not happening, but it's not a consistent bust. Oh. 6 kills on a DT is not bad. I'm not going to complain about that one. So it's more and more Hydras. Lurker aspect finishing up now. 3 bases, 47 drones. Dangerous stuff, but can we control the map while getting a 3rd base? Paralyze is trying. Hey, Nico saw a hit and run. Should I snitch? Snitches get stitches. That's my take on snitching. All right, up the left side, 4th base, minerals only. Same with the minerals only that Paralyze has on this map. I don't know if I like this from Paralyze, man. This is a... well, supply blocked effort. The Corsairs can do this, right? Even if you have the Hydras, even if you had a Spore here, those Overlords were going to die. This is a full 7 Corsairs with +1 attack. They're willing to lose 1 or 2 of their number to kill Overlords. Hey.
A Cardiacs5 donated $20.
Cardiacs.
There will be a free-for-all today. Also, returning to the USA on Saturday after 5 weeks in Mexico.
In Mexico, thank you for the $20 super chat. Cardiacs crushing it out there. No, that's actually PayPal. falconpaladin@gmail.com is what that is on paypal.com. Thanks, Cardiacs. Welcome home. Welcome back to the US of A. I don't know if you're back yet, but you're returning back. That's good. Lurker trying to deny this base bottom right. Gets wiped out. Did we already send a probe down there and he died? I don't know. Was distracted. This is pretty passive, man. Nico says, just kidding. He was an honest person. Good job. Yes, Fevar, but you know what also prevents it is 1 Sunken and 1 Overlord. It's not the lack of Spore, although Spore would be nice. Spore really helps. Detection and wise not. Thanks again, Cardiacs. Focus Panic. Oh, Cardiacs is be back. Oh, we'll be back on Saturday. All right. What's up, Focus Panic? Ooh, a pozole. Yeah, man, good food down in Mexico, without a doubt. Great food. Would I have done the same thing? I guess. Like, I've never hit a parked car, though. Like, I don't know how bad of a driver you have to be to hit a parked car. I'm trying to, like, imagine myself doing that. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, Effort's Maytube. Well, there's thousands of games out there with Maytube as him, but... Okay, bottom right base coming in. I mean, Effort is really respecting Paralyze here. I don't know what to tell you. Dang, Nico is YHing it hard today. Okay, here we go. This is like the last place you can expand. Here's the engage. Do we have the +2 armor yet? No, but it's almost done. So we got Lings, we got Hydras. We have no sign of a Queen's Nest yet. Not too late to get it. Effort's thinking about it, though, I'm sure. These are not cracklings, and they've only got a +1 Carapace upgrade, and these Zealots do have a 2-1. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is dead. Look at this drone being like, no, I wasn't trying to expand here. Not at all. Not at all. Look, it's working. No way. No, wait. Oh, hang on. He's gonna save the drone. Okay, that's hilarious. Although, coming up this way, I don't know if this is going to happen. Paralyze has a lot of Protoss. He's expanding down here. Effort's trying to take both the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock on match point. Which, you know, it's a good way to win against anybody on match point. There aren't a lot of places to expand here. But this is not happening. 100 billion% not happening, which is good that he's got, you know, this base. These Corsairs are still alive. It's like he's scouting with 7 Corsairs. Okay, 6. One of them has died. Look at this. All the Overlords are over here by this giant group of Hydras. Please, no. Please don't kill all of us. Oh, that guy was trying to hide behind the production tab. He got found and killed, though. This guy also gonna die. Oh, a DT into this space would be pretty good now. Would be pretty good now. No, it didn't kill the Overlord. All right, like I said, this space is dead. I'm not sure why it's not canceled yet. Like, it totally should be canceled yet. Cancel it? Okay, you just lost it. Effort. Buddy, what's going on? Oh, High Templar snipes. Big High Templar snipes. That sucks. Okay, the High Templar are how you beat Zerg. I know it's reductive, but seriously, if you don't have High Templar, you're not beating Zerg at 15 minutes. If you do have High Templar, you've got a great chance. But if your High Templar keep getting killed by the Hydras, then good grief. Adrenal's on the way. Hive is done. The Filer Mound coming in. It's going to get real scary real soon for Paralyze. Couldn't lose those High Templar. Nico says he should be able to teleport. Oh, like as an observer? That would be cool, yeah. That'd be a neat little, like a mod. And then Paralyze says, GG. All right. Fair enough, big guy. Not the most exciting of games I've ever seen. Effort just buttoned up tight, man. Sunkens, Overlords, Hydras, Lurkers. Expanding down here, expanding to both positions so that if one of them got shut down, he could have the other one. Paralyze didn't have this. And then High Templar are just getting sniped. The Hydras, the Lings, the Lurkers show up. Paralyze can't keep up with the number of bases that Effort has. And that's it, dude. Huh. All right. Well, GG Paralyze. Hopefully he does better in ASL 22. Because, goodness, did not do so well against Effort here, did he? Oh, Fevar, I'm glad you appreciate the beard trim as opposed to the massive unkempt version that I had for so long during COVID. I remember those days. Good times. Good times. All right. As a bonus, Tipo, how about we find a Hm replay for you? Think we have one of those in here somewhere? Not many. I don't think we have like 1,000 Hm replays here, but there's gotta be one. I've got hundreds, if not thousands of replays from RJB, from all sorts of players. Queen to Walt. Oh. Wait, no. Wait, 2v2? No. No. Let's sock with a Hm tag. What does that mean? Where's RJB? He needs to explain this to me. What does Hm_sock mean? Do people donate money to Jesus impersonators on the Vegas Strip, Nico? Yes, Fevar. ASL is extremely protective of their replays. They've never released their replays ever, so unless you're casting them live, they'll let you cast them live, but they're not going to give you the replays and cast them standalone, I guess, unless you're Artosis. I don't know. I should ask. Maybe they've got some, maybe they have changed up their policy here. Keep seeing Hm sock. Stop confusing me, Hm sock. Just be sock. Oh, there it is. Hm versus best. Yeah. Neo Sylphid 3.2. What's up, I shall return? Nico paid $5 for a picture with Jesus in Vegas. Well, all right, there you go. There you go. Left side, bottom of Neo Sylphid 3.2. It is Hum. And on the right side, it's Best. Best is an incredible Protoss player. Love this guy. One of the greatest ones in the world right now. So let's see what he can do for us against Hum, who's looking pretty good right now as well. This is a 2026 replay. So this is both players playing as they are now. Although a lot of the time they'll hide builds when they're laddering. Right? They'll save stuff for ASL qualifiers and ASL knockout stages. So they don't really do everything they can in ladder matches. What's up, Jedi Master? What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday, dude. Cardiox wants a Game-O replay. Got a bunch of Game-O replays on the channel. Maybe not a million, but a lot. What do we think? Forge upgrade. It is a pool. Smart to get a forge here. It's a gate. All right. Focus Panic says, man, if we can get some Dark Archon play from Best, that'd be awesome. He is the Protoss player that will go Dark Archons more than anybody else. He's fun that way. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so Overpool, expand, Overlord Scout. Love this. Terry gets the Scout off. Chooses the right way. He had two directions to go. He chose this one. Got it. Nice job, Terry. Although, you know, do you believe he actually has free will? Hey, Terry, do you have free will? Oh, that sounds like a no to me. So no free will. He was told to do this by the Overmind. That's okay. He was right anyway, though. So Probe scouts in, sees hatch timing is not a hatch first. Sees Lings coming out, says, oh. I want to do something about this kind of wide open gap here. Now, do we pressure with Zealot? Probably not. We fall back with Zealot. We maybe make a forge here. Throw up a cannon as fast as we can. Dude, this is bad. Best. Buckaroo. He expands? Dude, what are you doing? You're just going to let Lings in. This probe cannot prevent these Lings from getting in. Maybe with the Zealot. Oh my god. Well, he scout. Okay, fine. Fast third. All right, fair enough. Best. He sniffed it out. He's like, this isn't going to be 15 Lings. This is just going to be 4. We can handle 4 Lings. Especially if the Zerg's getting a fast third behind it. We're fine. So Overlord's still scouting everything that's going on in here. He sees the pylon. Sees no cyber core yet. It's going to be slow Zealots and nothing else. Have I seen the new Minions movie? My kids are not Minions fans. I think they're too old for it. If they were, you know, 5, 8, and 10, then maybe they would want to see the Minions movie, but they don't. I took them to see the Spider-Man, though. They all really enjoyed the Spider-Man. What's up, Wander? Have I played the Anthology original version of SC1? I don't have a problem with playing StarCraft with the OG graphics, no. I don't think that would be an issue. Ha! Tipo. He missed it. I thought you were quiet when I was casting it. I'm like, Tipo's not enjoying this game at all. Yes. I actually saw Spider-Man twice. I took the 2 youngest kids to Spider-Man on Thursday night. That was opening night in America. And then I took oldest kid, took Mega Falcon on Sunday night because he was working Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we went on Sunday and saw it. It was nice. So I've contributed a decent amount of money towards the Spider-Man $1 billion they've made already in revenue. Stargate coming in. Yeah, I know, Tipo. That explains why you were so quiet, because you were working. Anyway, Focus Panic said there was a game where best used godly maelstroms to win. Right, exactly. Maelstroms are great, as long as you got the storm to follow it, or an Archon, or something. That sounds nice, Nico. A little convenient movie theater for sure. This is another chill little PvZ, man. Everyone's just kind of getting a Spire. Some Lings are out. No real super zealot timings here. Citadel's late. I don't see a +1 coming in for the Corsairs yet. So, but supporting the channel and supporting Marvel by proxy. I mean... Ah, bought my cable there. Yes, you're also supporting the Coca-Cola company and, like, Totino's Pizza Rolls, I guess, and Walmart and, other various companies, yes. What's up, Max? That's right, Protoss is chilling on 2 bases. You'll notice he's got 2 cannons, and that's it. He's getting he's got 2 cannons. He'll probably make another one here. Ooh, Flyer Carapace upgrade getting started here from Hm. It could be, Tipo. There's a lot of people it could be. Is it true you have to watch over 30 Marvel movies to catch up with the story? No. No, I've talked to people that haven't watched any Marvel movies in the last 10 years, and they're fine. There's nothing in the Spider-Man Brand New Day that you have to have really prior knowledge of. They do little flashbacks, man. They tell you what happened in the previous Spider-Man movies. And there's nothing they do that's like Marvel required knowledge. There are a couple Marvel characters in there, but they're self-contained. Hang on. The one Sunken does not stop these Zealots from getting in here and taking down the Sunken. More Hydras are popping, though, and he's gonna... Okay, he is gonna save it. So, oh, yeah, I just think that was a bad move. That was a bad choice by Best. He came in here, yeah, he killed the Sunken and he killed a couple Hydras, but he didn't kill any of these drones. That was amazing time. Like, the extra macro hatches here, extra larva producing more Hydras to defend. That was awesome by Hm. A lesser Zerg would have died there. I think Best was really thinking he could kill the Sunken, kill a bunch of these drones, but nope. Not allowed. Bonk. Yeah, I know, Jedi. I know, it's 4-3. I was there. I have no thoughts on who the Zerg player is, Tipo, in today's barcode game. I've had people say it's Hero. I've had people say it's Sulky. I've had people say that the Zerg player was obviously map hacking because he reacted to some move outs by the Terran that he couldn't possibly have seen. So that was fun. But I mean, if you just look at it, Spider-Man has sold more tickets than any of the previous 15 Marvel movies. It's made more money than Endgame did. So I think there are people who didn't see Endgame or Infinity War and didn't see Thunderbolts and didn't see Black Widow and didn't see any of the new stuff Marvel's been doing and love the Spider-Man anyway. So they're very careful not to make their movies entirely contingent on you having your homework done. See you later. Yeah, 2 hits down. Nicely done, dude. Hm is sniping Corsairs. He's making mutas, by the way, to snipe these boys. These little glowy boys right here. that's a Zealot. That's not a High Templar, but still. Ah! Yeah. Spider-Man is outpacing both of those movies. It's made $1 billion in the first weekend. Yeah, it's good, Jedi. It is. It's the same. It's Tom Holland. It's the same British Spider-Man as the Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home movies. Spider-Verse is delayed. So after Across the Spider-Verse came out and it was awesome, a bunch of people that worked for the movie company was like, we almost died. They worked us so hard making that movie. And everybody was like, oh, take your time on the next one, guys. So I think it's coming out in like 2027. Like, it is so delayed at this point, but we don't want animators to die. I'll allow it. It's really good. Nico says, Brand New Day won't come close to $1.9 billion. You realize it made $1 billion in less than a week, right? You understand that, Nico. Why do you just say things and not think about them first? It's a very YH trait of you. Yeah, no, Best is in trouble. He doesn't have a third base at 11.5 minutes. Hum's on 4 bases. The Mutas are hunting the High Templar. He doesn't have any Corsairs to deal with them because the Scourge did a great job wiping those guys out earlier. I mean, this is just Best kind of getting bodied right now. He's got 1 High Templar in this whole group. Hydra production's continuing. I mean, just so many. So many Hydras. Upgrades, yep, they're happening. We got Overlord speed upgrade here too. Maybe trying to expand down this way to a third base. Maybe here's not a bad place for it either. On the Sylphid, we know how this works. Max is listening to Arabic jazz from Beirut. Is that Lebanon? Beirut and Lebanon? I think so. Anyway, Mutas. Hunting High Templar. Like I said, there's 1. Okay, there's 2. There's 2 now. The Mutas are looking for him. They're like, where are your High Templar? Where are your High Templar? Oh my gosh. A canceled Nexus? Yeah, but the Mutas have to fall back to deal with this. Alright, Best says, let's get this ball rolling before, you know, Hive Tech is done. Storm 1. High Templar. Gotta storm now, and he does. He has to storm to save himself there. That one just dies. His energy was gone anyway. And yeah, this is a lot of Zerg coming in from the north. Sunk in here at the natural base, helping a lot. And yeah, it's a surround. The Mutas jump in here. They're all dead. I don't know if you want to do that. There's going to be more High Templar for you to snipe, man. +2 armor is not done for Best. It's almost done, but it's not quite there yet. But dude, the defender's advantage here. The 55 drone count by Hum. Yeah, he just absolutely annihilates that attack. Wow. And Best has got to fall back. Because good news is third base actually warping in. Dang. Hum is impressing me right now. He's countering too. What's up, Big Wan, Big Wan? Check out Big Wan. He's on the Twitch. Go subscribe. Yeah, when you're not even microing your Hydras against Zealots, you know you're having a pretty good day. Oh my gosh. High Templar rallying to their deaths? No! Oh, Best. Hum. Potential ASL 22 darling Hum here. Taking it to one of the better Protoss players in the world. This third base, I don't think he can save it. Oh, that was a 6 storm. Where'd that guy come from? Right there. Not enough. Third base dead. And that's it. Best GG's out. Holy crap. What a game from him. Dude, again, just buttons up tight. I think Best overcommitted to try to kill this third base. Lost every Zealot in exchange for a Sunken. Math does not add up there. That's way too much money. And then from there, it was just drone up It was tech up, used the mutas to hunt down the High Templar, which we see more and more these days. And then Hydra's hold up this side, counterattack too strong, best third base is late. And Hm just crushes it there. Yo. Yo. What's up, Dev? Nice. 3-day weekend for Dev. Very cool stuff, man. Yeah, look at this. Outproducing similar number of units killed. That's an insane statistic. 41 buildings raised. The outspend by Hm. Pretty solid there. Not bad at all. Max says I could have held off the Zerg. Okie doke, Max. You have a lot of confidence. I'll give you that, sir. All right. Let's get one more replay, and then we'll get into the live games here today. I think that sounds 100% fine. Fine. Let's see. 401. Yeah, man. Hm can maybe make some noise in ASL 22. I really think so. Big One's trying to get a house right now in this economy. Yo, that sounds like a miserable experience, Big One. You finding anything? Tebow had a dream that Falcon is buying reading glasses from him. Interesting. Sounds like a plan, Nico. What's up, the Philippines from Kent? Jedi is out of here making some food, listening to an audiobook. Enjoy your time. Thanks for stopping by, Jedi. All right, let's go something fun here. Speed and Jaedong? Heck yeah, let's go. Speed, Jaedong. Knockout. I love knockout. Let's go. Okay, top left of knockout, Jaedong. Bottom right, Speed. Now, Speed is very capable of winning this game. I know he doesn't have the resume that Jaedong does, but Speed is playing extremely well these days. And Jaedong is also playing very well, but not quite as well, I would say, Speed is, perhaps. Savior Sword says, are there any maps you're not a fan of? That's a great question. I'm thinking through them. I mean, I'm tired of Polypoid, but Polypoid is out already. As far as the current map pool is considered, I don't think so. I think the current map pool is fresh and new and has some good stuff in there. I like Lost Temple. It's a nostalgia thing, though. It's obviously a bad map, but I really like it a lot. Let's see Speed's gas timing, see if he's going to go for those vultures, which can be really good against Zerg. Vultures combined with starport units can be really strong in the current meta as well. Sometimes we see Terran players going for those Volts, getting Valkyries out, really forcing the Zerg player into a lot of Hydralisks, right? And then you make tanks behind it, and you have a pretty good time. So this is a hatch first. Is this a 9 hatch? No. 11 hatch. There it is. Timing good, though. What about Monty Hall or near Arkanoid? I like those maps, too. Bob says, I'm getting Blue Chew ads. Ooh, gas timing's very factory. Okay. It could be Wraiths, could be Valkyries, could just be straight up mech here from Speed. Let's see what he does for us. Yeah, I get those same ads on YouTube, Bob. Also, a lot of hair loss ads. A lot of, yeah. They know. They know if you're watching StarCraft, you're probably 40 or approaching 40 years old. And that's when your hair loss and your erectile dysfunction issues begin. So they're just, you know, they're just playing the odds there. Playing the demographics. Max says players should play on the old maps sometimes. The 1998 maps, darn it. Not wrong. Max is 31. I know. Max is 31. Savior Sword's not 40 either. There are exceptions. I just said they're playing the demographic trends. Generally, if somebody is watching StarCraft on YouTube, they're going to be about 40. Right around there. 35 to 45. There are older people. There are younger people. But for the most part. Right. Focus Panic, 41 coming up. All right. So now the question is, second factory or starport here? Let's see what we get out of speed. There's the expand. He sees the hatch first, says, okay. Not some crazy one base speedling all in here. First Hunter Gas is probably going into a lair. And it is. This feels second factory to me? No, it's a starport. Okay. Could be drop ships for vultures. Dropping vultures inside the main base can be really strong no matter who you're playing against. Let's see if he gets an armory. Nope, supply depot. Got to keep an eye on this. This can be a lot of stuff right now. This could be a science vessel rush. He could be trying the HBQ build, which would be a lot of fun. Safety Sunken's up here from Jaedong. He's like, yeah, man. Let's make sure. Let's just make sure if a vulture shows up, we've got a Sunken. And we do have one of those. Well played. Boom, boom, boom. Spire on the way. Mutalisk's coming. You'll notice that he's building all along the edge of the map here. It just gives less surface area for Mutalisks to pick at. If you don't have a building out here to pick at, they have to get in here where there are going to be turrets. It's a bad time. It's a science facility. Dude! Speed is doing the HBQ build. Science facility, sub 5 minutes. This is tier 3 stuff, guys. This is like if Zerg was getting a hive at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. We'd be like, what is going on? I don't think even Crazy Ultra gets a hive that fast. It takes too long to get there. Second Sunken coming up. Here from Jaedong. If you're watching Jerry Springer, who's watching Jerry Springer? Oh, have people been uploading Jerry Springer episodes to YouTube? That actually sounds like a really profitable idea. Although, I think Fox owns those, don't they? That's actually a good question. Where do all those daytime talk shows go? Are they on streaming services? Can I, like, watch old episodes of Ricky Lake? Or the Jerry Springer? Dude, look at this. A Radiate at 544. This is the HBQ build. Speed's like, you know what? I kind of like this idea. I don't have to make any Goliaths. I don't really have to make Marines. I got a couple of them just because, you know, link pressure's a problem, but it's not for the Mutalisks. We get turrets. We get a Radiate. The Mutas show up. They catch an Irradiate immediately and go, what is happening? Watch this. Watch these Mutas go, wait, who? How? Her? That's what they're going to say. All right. Mutas diving in. Watch this. Oh, wait. Watch it now. Look at this. He was late. He was late on the Irradiate because he's like, you can't have an Irradiate yet or it's 6 minutes. Totally can. 100%. Dude, that was awesome. I don't know why this isn't the meta. Third base coming in on left side by the Zerg. He's like, oh. He was trying to transfer some drones down there. This Vulture is so smart. Oh my gosh. Dude, Speed is playing this incredibly well. I'm loving what he's doing here. Queen's Nest, Evolution Chamber. Third base isn't even done. He's getting a Queen's Nest. He's like, okay, this is mech on some level, but it's not. Look, Stim, +1 attack. Now he fires up the second and third racks. So it's going to be Marines and Science Vessels and Firebats and stuff, but the opening was make a couple turrets, get a Radiate, get some Science Vessels, and call it a day. That's so cool. I need to recast this one for the main channel. This is awesome. I love seeing new builds in StarCraft. The creativity. Like, it's one thing to be creative in a game that just came out. Like, wow, look at you figuring out something new in a game that's 4 months old. But if you're doing it in a game that's almost 30 years old, come on. And it's viable. You didn't just come up with a dumb build that doesn't work. It's a viable build. This is very, very cool stuff out of Speed. Again, it's not his build, but he's executing it pretty well. Third gas coming in for Jaedong. Hydroden, Hive, and he went into... I was going Mutalisks here for a while, into Hive and Hydras and a third base real fast. He's making 6 more Mutalisks, which... I don't know about that. How many Science Vessels are there? At least like 4. Split. Dude! Okay, that went pretty poorly for Jaedong, I would say. Third base in a lot of trouble. He's heading that way. He's heading down to that way. No, he's not going to have a sunken by the time this attack shows up. He's going to have to defend it with like 3 mutas. No, you're not. And 2 Zerglings. Also, no, you aren't. Dude. Okay, all of the mutas show up. That's what he was investing into. Sunken finishes, gets 2, gets 3. No way, the Sunken lives? Oh. I thought the Sunken was going to die. I thought it would get 1 hit off before it died, and it gets like 6 hits off. And it has 5 hit points at the end of that battle. Good job, sir. You're bleeding like crazy, but you'll get it back. You'll get it back. Adrenals on the way. We've got Lurker aspect on the way. That was an important moment in that game. If this gets busted, then bam, Jaedong loses the game, but he holds it. He's got a 4th base coming down the left side. He had enough Mutalisks to do that. And they have a Carapace upgrade, which helps immensely against those Marines. I don't know, man. Speed's in trouble. That first attack kind of needed to get something done. Because Jaedong, like I said, getting a 4th. He's link checking to make sure there's not a 3rd base anywhere he doesn't know about. Speed stuck on 2 bases. So he's got Bolters. He's got Spider Mines. It's getting a vehicle weapons upgrade, though. So, wow. So it's very standard SK Terran, right? Where you have a factory anyway. You make vultures with that one factory, but he's giving them an attack upgrade. This feels like a mech transition. Yeah, he's not getting further marine upgrades. This is SK Terran transitioning into mech. That's what he's going to try to do here. Any lurkers here to defend? Yes. Nidus says yes, there are. All right. Again, on knockout, you got to come into the low ground a little bit to attack into these bases, which totally sucks because you're missing shots. It's a whole different experience. Does irradiate the Defiler. Darkstorm comes up anyway, though. That was worth it for the Defiler to get one really important Dark Swarm out there. And the mutas keep dying, man. This is a lot of dead Mutalisk sound. This is a ridiculous amount of dead Mutalisk sound. Ooh, drops. Not for the Terran, but for the Zerg. Jaedong going for drops here. Yep, siege mode coming in. Here comes the factory production. Once again, you can kind of tell by looking at what upgrades are happening. Double expanding speed to the 3 o'clock and down here to the minerals only high ground outside of his main. He's got a bit of map control here, right? Spider Mines here. Marine Science Vessels here. He's expanding top right. Dude, speed is bullying right now. Where's Fevar? Fevar's like, mech's unstoppable. Let's see if it is today, because this is mech. Scans in, sees what he's dealing with. It's Dark Swarm, man. these Marines can't do anything about this. Yeah, they got to pull back, fall back, and you can win that fight. But look at this. Another CC, another CC. Metasynaptic nodes on the way. Kindness plating is coming in here too. Scourge connecting on these science vessels a little bit, but speed does not seem deterred at all. He is coming in here. He's irradiating what he can. Nope. Lings try to come up here and shut this base down. How many Lings do you need to get this many vultures out? If you don't micro the vultures at all, you're doing just fine with about 12. Command center is done. It can be lifted. It's not going to die. That's a silver lining, but it sucks. He's going to lose access to that base. So Ling's running out, trying to trigger spider mines, trying to kill as much as they can. Right? Just trying to kill as much as they can here. Yeah, it's Vulture Marine for now. Tanks are being produced, right? There's a tank there. He doesn't have a lot of them yet. He's flying the barracks out. Free science vessels. That was a full energy science vessel. Speed, there's a crackling into your... Just kidding. There was a crackling into your base, but he stopped attacking. Okay, Vultures did clear the Lings out of this top right, but did they? There are a couple Lings up here ready to cause some trouble there, too. I mean, it's not a free science vessel, I guess, to be fair. Scourge are not free units. They do cast a bunch of gas. Wow, okay, see you later, guys. Ooh, dematrixing his own science vessels to keep them alive, too. He's not expanding 6 o'clock. He might be thinking about it. This is turning into kind of a huge macro game. Drop into speeds 3 o'clock. It's just lurkers and a defiler and a couple Lings, but that's pretty scary. Irradiate, dematrix science vessels doing what they can to keep this base alive. Defiler gets a dark swarm up. Siege tanks are here, though. And inside the dark swarm, you're going to have a bad time if there's anybody else in there with you. There's nothing inside the dark swarm. The lurker gets irradiated and killed. Science vessels wiping out, getting a couple of kills there. Defiler wiggling. You need to resaturate this base, and he is resaturating the base. Dark Swarm is not scary by itself. That was really well held by Speed. Finally irradiating the Defiler, and everybody's back to work. What's up, Jared? You get any hours into the beast today? All right, Lings and Ultras out here against this mech. Are we getting queens, or is he just trying? Oh, he unloads. And the Lings get killed by the spider mines and the vultures, and the Defiler gets sniped by the vultures too. Drop into the main. Irradiating Marines attack, and another irradiate turret getting shots off here. Does unload some Ultras and Lings cracklings into the main base of Speed. Going to town, focusing on an armory immediately. There is a further attack upgrade for the mech there. Can he cancel it, or will it be saved here by Speed? A lot more to worry about than just that one armory. Siege tank sieging up, trying to deal with it. The armory does kind of get focused. No, the people are distracted, and by people, I mean not people. Zerglings and Ultra. Oh my gosh, he's going to save it. Because there were bigger things to worry about than that upgrade. It finished anyway. It did finish. Armory dies, but the upgrade finished. The mech is at +2. That's exactly what Speed needed there. Can he clear this out? It's super annoying. The Dark Swarm makes it even harder. It doesn't last forever, but it certainly feels like it does. But I think just enough mech is here to where the siege tank shots are splashing inside the Dark Swarm. This Ultra is going to die with one more tank shot. There he goes. And this one Yeah, leaves the Dark Swarm because he's not being micro properly and gets exploded there too. Oh, that was a dangerous, dangerous drop. But I think Speed held it pretty well. A couple Science Vessels died there. Not ideal. What's up, Macarius? Meltdown was my go-to map. N64 split screen. Dude, another person coming in who played the Nintendo 64, StarCraft 64 back in the day. I never knew it existed. I wasn't an N64 kid, though. I was playing StarCraft on my PC, but amazing. Is there... I don't think... I bet Meltdown was in StarCraft 64 specific map. I'll bet it was. Jared says, big day at work, helped your dad. No gaming. I'm sorry to hear that, Jared. Maybe tomorrow. Ultras on top of smaller numbers of tanks are going to do just fine here. Another drop. Fake drop? Fake drop in the main. Empty Overlords there. He's trying to go Ling Ultra drops against this mech. I don't know where Fevar is. This is not looking good at all for Speed, dude. It's 177 to 122 supply. Jaedong is up. He's got the whole left side of the map. Another drop. This time into the top right expansion. Spider Mines connecting. Missile turrets firing on everything. Tanks on top of the... Nope, Ultras on top of the tanks the other way around there. And this base is in a lot of trouble all of a sudden for Speed. I don't know what he can do. Ugh. I don't know. This base is dead. I think that's it for Speed, man. If he can't hold that, I know he's got a bunch of bases here, but Jaedong is just spending very well, macroing extremely well here too. Jared's hanging out with a friend tomorrow. Aw. Well, all right. This base is still toast. This base is toast. I think that's it. I love that he's building a new factory. He's like, you know what I need here is another factory. Nope. GG. Wow. Jaedong takes it out. See? That's what I'm talking about, right? 56 workers, 5 bases all down the left side. Drops are great against mech. Queens are great against mech. Dark Swarm, Plague. No Plague today, just the Dark Swarm. And Fevar is like, mech is unstoppable. No, it's not. Jaedong beats Speed here. Looking good. Looking everywhere, too. I mean, that's part of it, is just being everywhere is a big way to make it happen. So, oof. You're not wrong, Tipo. You are not wrong. No matter what I do, every time I cast a Zerg, someone's going to complain about it. Yeah, great outspend there. Jaedong just dealing with the harassment pretty effectively. So, whew. And the issue with vessels first, you don't have the Marines to be out there on the map. Correct. There are some drawbacks to that Science Vessel Irradiate first strategy HBQ came up with. It's very cool, but I mean, it remains to be seen if it's super viable long term, right? So we'll grab that replay. We'll put it in here. We'll cast it later. Curious to see how that's going to work out. Bah. All right. Ugh. Good stuff. Let's head over to US West BattleNet, get some live games going on a Thursday night as well. Come join the US West BattleNet. Make an account. Join the Falcon Paladin chat channel. Check it out. We got people here. Savior Sword, Bazump, Lunar, I Shall Return. A Cardiox is here with his Eye of the Nexus name. That's a lot of fun. Nico's got a nice creative storytelling about when he was a kid. Wonderful. I don't know. My stream died. Like, died. Usually it dies and then it comes back. It resurrects. But it was at 0 kilobits being sent for like 5 whole minutes. It just never came back. And I was like, there's only about 10 minutes left in the stream anyway. And I had just finished a mission. So, like, it was a good time to end. But if you check out the announcements channel on my Discord server, Jared, you would have seen my explanation. Join the Discord server, folks. If you're ever like, I need to talk to Falcon about something, Discord's a great place to be. Turderp, 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 turderp. Why was clearing history harder back then, Nico? Subitastic says, here's a joke. How do you get a farmer's daughter to marry you? A tractor? Oh, a tractor. Good dad joke, Subitastic. Do you have kids? Just out of a you know, just a question for you there. Okay, what do we got? About 7 people? Let's go a real quick micro challenge, just because it doesn't take long and we don't need a full group of people to do it. It's a good warm-up. It's a good micro warm-up challenge. You don't have to worry about macro here. Yeah, it is challenging, but it is also fun. Yep, there you go. Subby doesn't have kids. I'm telling you, my theory is that people without kids, dudes without kids, like dad jokes more than dads do. It's interesting. All right, happy. Big Wan Bazump, I shall return. Save your swords in here. No, but seriously, Jared, I don't even use at everyone or anything. What do you mean you don't get spammed by announcements? There's no spamming happening in that channel at all, I promise. All right. Anyway, let's get going. We got a full group here. Boom. But yeah, Jared, seriously. Swarmed with notifies. I don't know, says Jared. Fair enough. Well, I'm just saying, if you have a question, if you're ever like, man, what happened to Falcon during a stream, go check the announcements channel. And even if you have it muted, you can still click on it and see what's in there. And then you can say, oh, his computer or his stream died. Right. That's what happened. You didn't lose power. It was the stream this time. Sounds good, Jared. We'll be here. When is StarCraft 3, says Zada? 2034. Actually, they're working on a new StarCraft game for mobile phones. So that's happening. All right. So it's micro challenges. They give you a random group of units and you have to deal with an incoming group of AI controlled units. It's a bunch of zealots and dragoons, which is one of the more feared combinations, especially against Marines in all of StarCraft, which you kind of want to do. Everyone seems to be dying, but generally what you want to do is buffer with your medics if you can. Can Big Wan do it? There's only 2 dragoons left. He's got 2 Marines. Hey, 2 Marines left. That was tough. That was tough. And Savior Sword as well. Nice job, Savior Sword. Okay. All right. That was nice. So if you lose the challenge, you lose a life. You start with 8 lives. Whoever is still alive when everybody else has lost all their lives wins. So you got an infested Kerrigan in this one. You're going to fight against a DT. So what you want to do is ensnare it and storm it. I think that's the idea. Ensnare, storm, and attack it, right? It's a Zeratul, though. He's doing 100 damage to you, so you got to be careful. Oh, hang on. Good. Oh my gosh. Right. He's got 400 shields. This is really hard. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a tough one. I don't think I've seen this one before. It's new. Nico says, Senior Data Analyst 2. Your application has been submitted. Okie doke. Sounds good, Nico. Yes, just come back to the VOD. You can find the confirmation number there. But yeah, no, seriously, Zata. The Microsoft Activision Blizzard Corporation has licensed the StarCraft IP to a mobile game developer to make them a mobile game. So it's going to be like Diablo Immortal, which everybody goes, boo, Diablo Immortal, but it made Blizzard like $15 billion over its lifetime. Made a ton of money. And there's Cloak on her, too. What's up, J-Talks? Cloud asks, have you tried Z's? What the heck is Z's? If I tried Z's. Oh, Zero Space. I got there, but no. No, I haven't. Yeah, no, I know, Lunar. Again, it's not for the American... Why can't he attack? Ow. It's not for the American StarCraft fans. It's for the Southeast Asian StarCraft fans who mobile game all the time. I think most people in Southeast Asia don't have a gaming PC. They've got a smartphone, and that's what they game on. That's what Diablo Immortal was for. It was for those people. It wasn't for us. Lock it down. Lock down the... Yeah, lock down every one of the scouts as much as you can, and then fight with the Valkyries. It's hard. Back it out, Bazump. Ah! No! Alright, that's a loss. How's this doing? He did manage to lock down all of the Valkyries here, but they're not quite clumped up enough for this to work. He's attacking with his scouts, too. Good job here by Happy. It's the question is, can he kill these scouts before the lockdown wears off? And he does. Look at that. The extra DPS from the scouts, I think, really helped there. Nicely done, Happy. And nicely done, Big Wan. There's one scout here. Pinging away. Not enough. Okay, GG's there. Ugh. Dang, Nico. Yeah, there are people out there that will spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on mobile games. That's why mobile games still exist today, because they can bring in a lot of money. Whales. Get him! No! It didn't work? Nice try, Savior Sword. That was weird. Why didn't it do the full damage? So you got to get the Infested Terran to connect on the Ultra to kill it. That's how you win this one. It's tricky. It's not fraud. I'm addicted to this game, says Nico. Yeah. Yep, that's why mobile games still exist. They would have gone out of fashion a long time ago. Okay, wait. You get a Comsat and a Dragoon versus a bunch of DTs. Oh boy. I don't know about this. So you got to scan and kite. And scan and kite. And scan and kite. What's up, USC Kitty Bunny's Companion? Ragnarok Games? What is Ragnarok? Okay, that's a difficult one. Raids Shadow Legends. How's Happy doing? Not great. Come on. Big Wan. One more scan, one more attack. Nice. Good job, Big Wan. Big Wan wins the challenge. I don't think anybody else did. That was a tough one. So what? Happy's got 7 lives. Big Wan has 6. Sakura's at 4. A bunch of people are at 4. They're all tied down there. Ragnarok Online, says USC Kitty. Yeah, the most mobile gaming I've ever done is Plants vs. Zombies 1. I tried 2 and I hated it. And the Simpsons Tapped Out game. I played that one for about a year. Never spent any money on it, though. I am the nightmare mobile gamer for these companies. I never spend any money on games at all. Bob like Mrs. StarCraft Poker, picture drawing game, a pylon drawing game. I don't think I ever saw that one. Hey, this next level is all of the Guardians ever against a bunch of Maelstrom and Storm. Let's see how Big Wan does here with this. He's not really that much of a Protoss player. Maelstrom, Storm, all of the Maelstrom. Is there enough? Storm, they're microing back. That's cheating. You don't get to micro back. Clump up with the rest of your dudes. Storm. Maelstrom. Does he have any storms left? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, wait. Woo, okay. That was impressive by Big Wan. Again, the only guy that won. You didn't expect them to move back like that. That was not fair for them to move back. All right. Next round, Dark Archons and DTs against a bunch of Hydras. So it's going to be a Maelstrom and then hack them to death with Dark Templar. Maelstrom. Try to tank as much as you can. Ooh, that's a really good Maelstrom there. You don't want to Maelstrom your own DTs if you can avoid it, though. Oh, and then the Overlords abandoned the Hydras. Wait, just for a second. Wow, that sucks. Okay, what's up, Legendary Trox? How's it going? Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. First time chatter. I'm Falcon Paladin. We're doing some live games out here with subscribers and followers. Playing a micro challenge, UMS, which have been popular for a very long time. Very challenging, to be sure. So what was that? 3, 4 people have won that one. Bazum's trying to make it happen, but it's not happening. Yeah, no. Tower defense, where you build your own maze with glitch building. Cool. That sounds a lot of fun, Macarius. Happy says I got scammed. These are fake DTs. What does that mean? So all the cannons, I guess, against a single Marine? Wait. Oh, no, it's shield battery probe against a single Marine. All right, here we go. If your pylon dies, you die. There you go. Good job. Good job. Heal up, zap. Heal up, zap. Heal up, zap. Heal up, zap. The heck? Somebody gave me a free subscription to Hupsaya. That's nice. A gifted sub to Hupsaya. Hupsaya's cool. I like Hupsaya. Anyway. Hey, Jared. Nope. No problem, dude. Sounds like it's been a tough day, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's look at StarCraft. Get 'em! Plague those DTs! Let the plague do its terrible damage. Like, another plague is not going to help here. Wait, does he have detection? Oh! He needs the plague to provide detection as well. It's not just about doing damage. Ooh, yeah. Almost. Just missed a plague, says Happy. Missed one of them. Did anybody win this one? Yeah, look at that. Savior Sword did. Nice job, Savior Sword. Interesting. I don't know why we would Dark Swarm, but okay. Whew. What's up, 4 Prime? How's your summer vacation going? I hope it's awesome. All right. Next up, Million Hydralisks. We've got Corsairs for D-Web and High Templar for Storm. Okay, D-Web's up. Storm, death. Death choke of death. Yeah, he's just going left, right. That was too easy. Holy cow, that was too easy. I mean, it's kind of falling apart a little bit down here for I Shall Return, but Big Land sure made it look easy. 4 Prime says, I got a better computer. Okay, better computer's nice. Still no chance of Ethernet, huh? Still no Ethernet, huh? 4 Prime, that's sad. All right. We got a bunch of Goliaths here. We got 3 people left. Happy's alive. Big Wan's alive. And Savior Sword are alive. Everybody else is out of lives here. So it's just kiting, man. Kite, 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 kite. So nope. Actually, Big Wan failed that one. I'm kind of surprised that's the result. Ooh, this is the big one. This is where you got to get these mutas to stack up. This is an Ursidon with 800 hit points. So they'll aggro on the Ursidon. You let them do that. And then you plague them all. And then you irradiate them once the plague has worn them down to nothing. Hey, Jared's back. He's talking about... And then you irradiate the Ursidon, and then he wipes everything out. It's very clinical. Good job, Ursidon. It's a tricky one. Maximus Aurelius Powertus. Ah, Max is now a Roman emperor. Is that what's going on here? D-Matrix, Million Science Vessels, all of the Archons. EMP! EMP everything. It's hard to EMP everything because they don't stack. They are Archons. They clump, but they don't stack. So he's trying to get EMPs off as they kind of single file line themselves. This is good. This is good. What's up, Igloo Pilot? Things are good, man. This is a really neck-and-neck UMS. Oh, no. The Archons are getting in here. D-Matrix. Everyone's kind of struggling here. No, I don't know. Savior Sword doesn't have any Archons. Well, now he's got Archons on top of his tanks. These guys are glitched out back here. EMP'd. Gotta be more EMPs available. Doesn't matter. Dude, the glitching out really helped Savior Sword on this one. Happy says, I needed Dark Swarm. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't need it. Win? Nope, glitchy. AI abuse. How do you get the Archons to get stuck down there? It can't be on purpose. All right, 3 lives, 2 lives, 2 lives. Happy's at 3. Savior Sword and Big Man are at 2 apiece. So it's very close. Mass Corsair versus Valkyrie. So what you want to do is split out, try to get a surround on these Valks and hope they clump up. So a Concave's getting set up here by Savior Sword. And one of the Corsairs dies immediately. But then the surround is pretty good as they target one of the Corsairs at a time. Now they're splitting out their attacks, which is not what they want to do. Yeah, and the stacking is really working against these Valkyries. And then he accidentally attacks his own Corsair for a second, which seems like a total mistake, but he wins anyway. That was tough. Jared says, does it ever feel like the music is off key? If the stream is struggling, it can definitely sound like that, yeah. All right, what do we got? Zealot Corsair, no. Double Infested Terran and a Corsair. So we de-web the Infested Terrans, yep. They come in here, they can't attack the guy, but they're going to aggro onto him. Oh, I don't know if that's how we wanted to do that. He's running. He's like, wait, can I? He tried. He tried his best to get a full shot there, but nope. I'm not sure anyone's going to do this one. Wait, did he do it? Wow. I didn't think anybody would be able to pull that off, but Happy totally did. Nice job, Happy. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Happy's at 3. Big Wen is at 1. Savior Sword's at 2. Mass carriers. Well, by mass, I mean there's a total of 5. And there are Archons and there are Storms. You want the dudes to clump up. Maybe hallucinate a couple of the Archons? See if they can aggro onto the hallucinations. Maybe they don't need it, though. Maybe he needed it. Yeah, look at this, man. Big Wan's winning. Savior Sword. Hallucinations did not work out. Happy tried Hallucination and he lost, and Savior Sword tried Hallucination too, and he lost. Huh, maybe I was wrong. 2-1-1. Savior Sword and Big Man cannot afford to lose another challenge or they're going to get knocked out of this thing. That is a puzzle for you, Jared. And Christian says, how have you been coping with the summer heat during my multi-hour hiking sessions? Falcon hiking, lol. Nope. And I think that's it. Out of it. Dunzo babunzo. We still have 2 lives for Happy and 1 life for Savior Sword, but Big Wan's knocked out. I go to the gym. I do physical exercise, but it is when it's air conditioned on a treadmill. Big Wan's like, I don't know how many Scourge it is to kill a scout. Ah, Jared's funny. Lock them down, boys. Or do you have enough lockdown for every Dragoon? No, definitely not. Wow, okay. Annihilated. That's it. Done. GG. Happy wins with 2 lives remaining. Well played, Happy. Again, map maker, micro challenger. Awesome, awesome guy. So that's fantastic. Well done by him. Don't lock up on me, StarCraft. We got this. Everything's okay. There it is. We're back. So GG, happy, well done. You are right, Jared. See, you just had to think about it for a minute, and you got it taken care of. Okay, let's go quality versus quantity. We've got a new version out here. There are some changes. Big Wan. Oh, actually, you're right. I do owe Big Wan a tug of war. Right, he is. Tug of war. He paid for one last week, or like on Sunday maybe, but I did not have time for it. It was already a long stream. But we saved it. We saved it in the queue. So if you ever request something and I don't get to it, remind me, and we'll get to it. And what's up, RJB? I do have air conditioning, yeah. I set it to 80 degrees. All right, Savior Sword. I shall return Big Wan for Prime. Oh, wait. Happy's version of Tug of War? What does that mean? Oh, Happy Fastest Tug of War. Oh, this one. This one. Right. I got it. I got it. It's not in the queue, Nico. I don't know what happened. Sounds like a glitch of some kind. Bummer. There it is. All right. So Big Wan and 4 Prime in here. Savior Sword. Happy in here too. That's what I've heard, Christian. I've heard even the Europeans are like, air conditioning, please? That would be nice. Thanks. But feel free to join the games. The password is simply SOCK to get into these things. Very simple to remember. SOCK. We can do this with a 2v2. That's the nice thing here. There we go. Sakura is in. Cardiox is in. I shall return jumps in. Yeah, Epic Potato Chip, feel free to join in. I'll let anyone play. Do I think Big HVAC is behind these heat waves? Yes, I do. They're making a ton of money on new air conditioning installs and repairs. It's definitely them. Follow the money, man. That's all I got to do is follow the money. Follow it. So how this works is you got a little base all to yourself here. Nobody can attack you. So you get money, you make workers, you get gas, you get minerals, you build production facilities, you send units down here to this little gray strip at the bottom of your base, and they end up on your side of the tug of war here, top versus bottom. You kill the enemy bunker, you win, but you just get pushed back and forth here by the enemies. Pretty straightforward. Did I say 80? Yeah, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Ah, Lunar's in. Nice. So Big Wan 4 Prime Sakura. I shall return Savior Sword Happy at Cardiox Lunar. Sounds good. Sounds good. Goat says tug, 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 tug. All right. Sounds like Happy and Savior Sword have been explaining this to the players. Let's go. Time to go, time to go, time to... I don't know what 22 degrees Celsius is, Nico. I'm not a communist. Come on. You got to translate that to Fahrenheit for me. All right, Team North Side, Team Blue here is Savior Sword, Protoss, Happy Protoss. We got a Terran here, a Lunar, and a Protoss Terran. It's a Cardiox. Team South, this is Zerg player, 4 Prime. We've got a Magenta Protoss. It's Big Wan. We got a Pink Terran. I shall return. And then we've got a Blue Protoss. It is Sacre. Igloo says 27 degrees Celsius is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Ah. Nico was wrong about his Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. He's extra YH today. Oh, no, it's 81, says Igloo Pilot. He was wrong. 22 degrees Celsius is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. That sounds glorious. Wow. All right, I'm stepping away for a second. I'm going to get a water refill here. But let's watch Happy, see what he's up to. He probably has some crazy plans. I'll be right back. how's it going here? No, I don't think we're getting a Phantom mode tonight, Psychonauts, but probably tomorrow. Friday stream looking good. Oh, Big Wan's going all over the Zealots. I kind of love it. I kind of like this from Team Red here. What's good against Mass Zealot? Not tanks, not really Dragoons either, actually. Guys? Oh, Big Wan's ready to go. Wow. Yeah, man. He went for what? All of the gate, all of the speed, none of the Dragoons. Oh, Big Wan had a plan. Also, Sakurai doing the same thing, but he's bringing some Dragoons. He's mixing it up. I mean, at this point, I don't know what for. This bunker has a lot of HP, and there is a fire bat in there, so that's going to help. This might not just be over. Okay, yeah, they're not getting through the bunker is the thing. But it really pushed Team North here all the way back. Yeah, you don't want to attack the bunker here. You want to attack the tanks, the enemy Dragoons. Okay, so, right. Zealots did a great job shoving everything back, but the bunker holds because it's got 5,000 hit points on it. Shall Return's not sure about the auto run thing that happens. So over here, you've got a civilian. Left is auto attack. Right is not auto attack. So Cardiox's units are on auto attack. And everybody on Team South is on auto attack as well. Stuttering Stanley. Stuttering Stanley. I don't think I know what Stuttering Stanley is from. Maybe somebody else in chat knows. This is a happy map, Goat. It's Happy's version of combining Tug of War with the fastest map. It's a good idea. The Sixth Sense. Oh. I saw that movie once back in like 1998. I have not seen it since. I don't recall that moment. Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve is from Big Daddy. I know what Scuba Steve is. Happy is a genius. He is. He is a genius. There's DTs out from Savior Sword. Guy. Oh, there's a scan. Okay. Woo! DT, we're getting some major hits off there. Yeah. Tanks as the back line of defending for Team Blue is good because Team Red is threatening, but not with a lot. Right? Not with a ton here. Psychonauts is talking about the spoiler in The Sixth Sense, which is that Bruce Willis is in the movie. Once again, I like this pressure by Team Red, but there's like 15 tanks back here. Almost need to start getting into air stuff. There's such a committal to tanks. They've got Storm too, obviously. That's some really good stuff by Happy. Round of Zealots and DTs coming out again from Savior Sword. Save your sword, pushing down. Hybrid brought some overlords for the DTs. I like the Reaver answer from Save Your Sword here, too. He's doing great. Kind of getting outnumbered a little bit, though. Again, I'm not sure if Hydras are really the play right now for Prime. They have a lot of siege tanks. Yeah, you can do whatever you want here. You can bring nukes, absolutely. I know, Goat. I mean, it makes me think it's you for a second too. I'm always like, and then there's purple. No, that's a Cardiox. Oh, excellent, Goat. I appreciate that, you Chaos Goblin. Confusing Falcon for no reason other than to create chaos. I don't know about Ultras either. 4 Prime, what are we doing? I appreciate he's not lagging. That's nice. He said he got a new PC in chat, so maybe that's why he's not lagging anymore. But remember how they have Reavers and a million tanks and stuff? Ultras are not going to be very good. I mean, I love Ultras, but there are situations where they're just bad. I can't really kill anybody for making them, though. Hey, Allbrand. It's a good plan, Allbrand. I support it. You do what you gotta do, man. You're in Canada, after all. Canadians have healthier livers than Americans do. Boom, 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 boom. See how the Ultras are dying before they really get at all close to the enemy bunker? I mean, a lot of stuff is dying there, too. Max says, I want to play this version. Well, next time we play it, hop in. And if you abuse your liver, you get free healthcare. They'll just give you a new one. That's real nice of Canadian healthcare system. Whoa! Happy with the mass Reaver recall on top of the enemy bunker annihilates it. At 1550. Okay, that's one way to end it. How many Reavers is this? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's like 20 Reavers here. Wow. That was great. Nice job, Happy. Holy cow. Well played. That's one way to end it. Shoot. Woo-wee. Who killed the most stuff? Savior Sword did, but Happy killed what was important, the enemy bunker. The enemy gate is down. Savior Sword outspent everybody. 4 Prime was right behind him again. No lag from 4 Prime was awesome. Much appreciated. Goats. You have inherent Chaos Goblin tendencies, Goat. That's why. Nobody normal goes to a stream and says, all right, I won't be a Chaos Goblin. That means you already are a Chaos Goblin. That's the problem. I agree. I agree with you, Max. Agreed. All right, let's do one quality versus quantity with the new versions. Let me get the new changes up on the screen for you guys. It's version 1.8. Let me see if I can get Savior Sword's changes on the screen here. Hey, thanks for the 200 bits. All right, it's really small on the screen, but its mineral patches now are standard distance away from the spawn for team quality, and they no longer start with the 5th worker. So they have 4 workers on start, and mineral patches are further away. And for team quantity, they start with free 618 minerals and 250 gas. So that's it. Straightforward. Oops. Let's open it. Sorry, if you're trying to get in, sorry, I had all the slots closed up. My bad, my bad. Well played, Happy. There's Goat. Goat's in here building goats. Happy's back. Savior, 4 Prime, and Big Wan are in the quality position. There's 3 versus 5, but everything team quality builds comes with all the free upgrades for free immediately. You make a Ling, it's got 3/3 and Adrenal. On the other hand, team quantity, which has 5 people, nothing they have can ever be upgraded. Also very strong. I shall return oh no, gifting a sub. My apologies. Gifting a sub, tier 1 to Tiny Viking. What's up, I shall return. Appreciate it, man. He's out here subbing himself. Gifting subs as well. Excellent. Very good. Whoa! And Psychonauts on a random Thursday is like, what's up? I can't get outshone by I Shall Return gifting 1 sub. I'm going to give 5 subs. Holy crap, Psychonauts. Appreciate you, dude. We're at a Hype Train level 2 out there on the Twitch. We got 5 minutes to earn additional emote rewards by gifting subs, subbing yourself, cheering bits. 4 Prime gets a sub. Tiger Claw gets a sub. Igloo Pilot gets a sub. Let's go, Psychonauts. Thank you, man. Always a huge, huge consistent supporter on the channel, Psychonauts. He's been here forever. He is always ready to help out the channel and support the StarCraft in 2026 now. So let's go there. And Purple getting a good start for a Thursday. That's awesome. So Max, 4 Prime, and Big Wan are here. Okay, looks good. We've got our players. Let's do this thing. Tiger called him peanuts. Four Prime says Tyson's a psycho. Nope, he means thank you. Psychonauts is great and all, but he's from Boston, says Nico. Nico says he would donate if he had a job. I seem like the most level-headed Uton. Aw, thanks. I try to be a level-headed Uton. A little bit of lag here. Hope that doesn't continue. But we got 4 Prime team quality, Max team quality, and Big Wan team quality. They've got a Zerg and no Terran. 2 Protoss. Team Quantity. Again, fastest map income is awesome. 5 players is awesome, but everything they make cannot be upgraded. So Bazump, Protoss. Terran, I shall return. Happy, playing Terran. We got Sakura in the top right. There you go, putting his guys on, and then Savior Swords here too. Are my probes quality? They have 333, so yes. Actually, they benefit from attack and armor upgrades. Attack upgrades is crazy. I didn't even realize workers have +3 attack in this. That's kind of fun. So we've got some guns, some floor gun traps that prevent early Ling pressure and early Zealot pressure. They'll go away in about 5 minutes. Overlords have speed and vision immediately if there's an enemy Zerg around, which there is. He's scouting everything. Lunar is trying to get in, couldn't get in fast enough. Bummer. The Sox are brewing. I know. Simmons was saying that, like, the Red Sox have a decent chance to win the AL, which, how they started the season makes no sense at all, but okay. Happy is doing some shenanigans, but that doesn't really spoil anything. We're cannoning. We can't get in here because there are guns protecting Team Quality 2. We've had games where rushes from Team Quantity have won and rushes from Team Quality have won. So now everybody gets defensive stuff to make sure nobody dies in the first 5 minutes. It's Savior Sword's favorite way to make sure games don't end quick. Nico says he doesn't care about baseball. He's an NBA-aholic. Baseball is crazy, though. Wait, these guns can be killed? Happy says it'll be fine. Also, is that GOAT? No, that's a Cardiox lagging out, I think. In the ob spot. Yeah, so he leaves. That was a Cardiox for some reason. It's not 4 Prime happy. Stop accusing 4 Prime. Canada has decided that the Blue Jays broke the collective heart of the entire country, and nobody cares about baseball anymore in Canada. That is pretty sad. What is... Okay, I see what Happy's up to. I'm not going to say anything because people listen to the stream. I know Max does. Hey, Max, I'm not telling you what Happy's doing, so... deal with that. So fully upgraded Zealots from Big Wan are out here making sure you can't cannon the whole thing. Shutting down an attempt by Savior Sword to get some cannons here, but he's more worried about maybe getting to Reavers, possibly. Nice. Hype Train, level 2. Appreciate the Hype Train, guys. Good teamwork out there, everyone, especially Psychonauts. Choo-choo, choo-choo. This is my favorite one. I just like how huge the eyes are on that emoji. Why are they so huge? The Jazz have 0 titles. They've been in the league since 1974. Hey, the dropped vultures are here on the Big Wan. Is he ready for it? No. Does he have... He's out with some Zealots, and that's all he's doing. These probes have to run. Amazing stuff here by Happy. Slow vultures are still pretty good early game. They can never get spider mines. They can never get speed, but they are still pretty good against workers. Max wasn't ready for this either. That's exciting. So yeah, the Jazz have been around for 52 years and have never won a title. Wonderful, guys. Well played. Actually, I'm curious. In the NBA, nah, fully upgraded cracklings are not going to be good at getting this many cannons. Sorry, guys. In the NBA, which franchise has been around the longest without winning a title? Is it the Jazz right now? And yes, they did start out in New Orleans, but they were the Jazz there too. Savior Sword is Reaver dropping the crap out of Max. Max is not happy about this. Understandably so, and he rage quits. Well, I guess Big Wan's already gone. All right. So, getting some extra money there for team quantity might have helped. Because you get 600 free minerals to start the game, which means you can expand quickly. You can make another Nexus or another hatch real immediately, or you can do some proxy stuff, which is what Happy did there. What's up, Ansem? Let's try it again. Might be the Jazz. Yeah, I think so, level 80. That's cool, huh? I'd ask AI, but I don't trust AI. Here, I'm going to do list of NBA teams without championships. So ESPN says, which teams have never won a championship? The Nets, the Hornets. So the Nets joined the league in 1976. So the Nets are basically as old as the Jazz are without getting a title. The Hornets are too young. The Pacers came in 1976 as well. The Clippers, the Grizzlies, the T-Wolves, the Pelicans, the Magic, the Suns. Yeah, Nightwalker says the Suns don't have one either. 1968 for the Suns. There we go. Suns longer. Yeah, 68. Who's 68 years? The Kings? No, 1968, the Suns. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the Suns have been waiting longer. Good stuff, Phoenix. Bad times. All right, Happy Savior Sword 4 Prime, Max, Goat, Sacre, Bazump, Big Wan. Gotta watch for those proxies, man. Poor Suns. So the Kings have won a title, but it was 75 years ago, and they were the Monarchs back then. They weren't even the Kings. All right, team quality this time around is Happy. We've got 4 Prime. We got Savior Sword. Enemies are Max, doing maxi things. Big Wan is on the other side this time. We've got Cardiox, 12 o'clock, playing Zerg. We've got a Protoss Bazump. And we got a Zerg over here, Sacre. See, look, you get the extra cash. You go hatch really fast and pool really fast. The 600 minerals will pay for a hatch and a pool immediately. It's kind of incredible. And you still have money to make drones, too. Amazing. What's up, Dollaville, out here in the house. How are things in Dollaville land today? Savior Sword says we're in a voice chat. New vid yesterday from Dollaville. Oh, put a link to your channel. Go ahead, put it in, Dollaville. I think I saw a short of yours. Did you make a short? Or was that like a regular video that was just short? Haha. Max? Oh, Max is building an Nexus top left because he's worried about dying. So he's setting up a cockroach already in the top left here. Fair enough. What's up, Dahami? What you groaning about, man? You got a job yet? Yeah, go check out Dolaviel's YouTube channel. It's about AI agents in software development, and I don't know what it's talking about because when I left the software world, there wasn't AI at all, and now there's a lot of it. Things have changed a lot in the last 2 years. Ah! Oh! Happy didn't know about the guns. Happy tried the crackling drop at 2 minutes, which is really strong, but that's why there's guns, is for that very reason. Oh, for the short joke. Gotcha. Be thankful I don't have to. Well, you know, it was nice when I had enough money to actually put money into retirement every month instead of just kind of scrounging, but, you know, it's all good. There's positives and negatives here. The guns are keeping people alive from crackling drops at 3 minutes, top shelf. And Tammy says it's not AI. Stop calling it AI. It's an LLM. True facts. Right you are. Cannons firing on the guns as per usual. Oh, good. Dahami got a job. Nice. Start Monday. Oh, got a competing offer. Oh, boy. Well, I'm sure you'll make the right choice, Mr. Dahami. Top Shelf has a guy in his life retired at 36. That sounds nice. I actually started playing GTA 5 yesterday on my other channel, Falcon Paladin Plays. And there's another character who has been retired for a while. He's like 40 or something. It's a young retirement. He's bored. He wants to go back to the life of crime. Check out Falcon Paladin Plays for GTA 5 campaign. Did you know there was a campaign in GTA 5? I sure did. I've never played it before, though. It's my first time. Hey, critter. Nah, I don't need money for that. You just decide one day you're going to stop working and you're retired. It's easy. It's like declaring bankruptcy. All you got to do is say, I declare bankruptcy, and you're done. Very simple process. RJB says you can just move into the woods and become a subsistence farmer. Live off the land. Hope the government doesn't find you. I bet there are people that are doing that in the United States. There's a lot of empty land in like Montana and Idaho and like Wyoming. I bet you could hide from the government real good in those states. North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Michigan. Texas on some level, but Texas is so like wide open. It's kind of hard to hide there, you know. Maine has a lot of empty space. That's true. Looks like Big Wan's trying to drop, but Savior Sword's like, no. Look at this micro by Big Wan. He's dodging Dragoon shots like a baller. Reavers are good because even if you can't upgrade a Reaver, it still hits really hard. The slow shuttle is a problem, right? Slow shuttle is not nearly as good as fast shuttles. But unupgraded Reavers are pretty much the same thing compared to upgraded Reavers. Yes, you can, Critter. 100%. The nature will provide candy bars and anything else you could ever want. Siege tanks out from 4 Prime again. 3-3 tanks with siege mode available versus the enemy that can't make siege tanks at all. Sieged tanks at all. They can make siege tanks, but they can't siege them. Ow. Good snipe, though. Good taking out that Reaver. Leave Maine alone. You stay away. I just listed like 10 states. There's lots of places you can live. Like the Unabomber, right? The Unabomber was living off the land in Montana somewhere, all by himself in a cabin. He even managed to mail out pipe bombs. What a resourceful guy. Tons of space in Canada, Lunar says. That is the truth. We've talked about that before. So Goat says, mutas are okay without upgrades, right? They're still fast. They still do glaive bounce. Not having a +1 attack or a +1 armor is not really make or break for a Mutalisk. So I like this. And then the Reaver unloads at the same time here from Big Wan. That is some nice teamwork there. Really nice teamwork. And this is a problem for Happy. Happy's like, oh no. Now the stream's on a list. I can say the Unabomber. I can say Ted Kaczynski. I can say Israel's committing a genocide. And no one's going to shut down my stream. Everybody's too afraid of speaking the truth on the internet, folks. Too afraid, I say. Can I say pipe bomb? I just said pipe bomb. I'm saying it again. Pipe bomb. You guys are nuts. Everyone's so afraid these days. We live in America, gosh darn it. America is land of the freedom of speech. We're not in Europe. We're not in Canada. They can't bust you for saying the word pipe bomb here. Everyone in chat's like, no, stop. You're going to get the stream shut down. You guys are all ridiculous. You're all cowards. All of you. Tiananmen Square. Yeah, I can say Taiwan is not part of China. Like, you guys are confusing living in America with living in China, apparently. I don't know why. Critter says, can you say DEI? DEI. More Reavers from Big Wan. Mutalisks from Goat trying to fight. There's only 3 of them, though. So Team Quality is on the back foot here. They are getting scooshed by Guardians, by Reavers, by Mutalisks. They're running around putting fires out, which is not how you want to play StarCraft. It's a lot more fun when you're the attacker in StarCraft versus, yeah, this happening to you where you're on the defense the whole time. A random SWAT team shows up. Sure. Can I say my social security number and my mother's maiden name? Yes, yes, I can. That's the nice thing about the freedom of speech, is I can say those things. I like this. I like this from a Cardiot. I mean, Goat. Gosh darn it, this is Goat. I like it from Goat. If they don't have splash damage, mutas are going to be hard to deal with. Even if they don't have an armor upgrade or an attack upgrade, it's a good move. Savior Sword has managed to expand in all this chaos, as has Happy a couple times, which he's needed to do because he's a Zerg player. Oh, hold on. I mean, ow. Well, yes. Look, threatening acts of violence specifically, I think should be tracked, right? If you talk about hurting someone specifically, then yes, you should be on a list. But saying the word pipe bomb should not get you on a list. That's stupid. I'm not saying anything specific about pipe bombs. I'm just saying they exist. The end. If they're that, like, wide with their net, they're never going to catch anybody, which they never do. Like, how many times has there been a mass shooting and they're like, oh, yeah, that guy was on a list. We never looked into him, though, because there's 8,000 people on the list. We don't have time to investigate everyone. Ah. They're bad at this. We have a hard time determining who an actual threat is versus who is just saying Ted Kaczynski on a stream. Unupgraded Dragoons being very brave, attacking into fully upgraded Lurkers and Siege Tanks and Marines. Max is trying it. The Mutas are helping. The front has been busted, but I'm not sure. Get splash damage for Prime. Make some Valkyries, for heaven's sakes. Making like 2 Valkyries against these mutas would be insane. He does have a second starport coming up. He's got an armory, so I think he's planning on making a couple Valks, but good grief. Yeah, it's just too many people. If they put everybody on a list who says bad words, then they've got 8 billion people in the world on the list. Everybody's on it. And then they can't figure out who the dangerous ones are. So narrow it down, folks. Do some work. Do your jobs. Maybe find the next mass shooter before he shoots up a school. How's that sound? All right. No Corsairs. No Archons. Savior Sword doesn't believe in splash damage today, I guess. He's been too busy building Dragoons, which are kind of getting annihilated by mass muta. Dude, the glaive bounce. Like, these mutas are incredible. There's going to be a moment where 5 Valkyries show up and they all die. But for the first 12 minutes, they've been kind of great. Hey, look, a Valkyrie. Yay. Reaver unload right on top of everything and they all die. Valkyrie, +3 Valkyrie versus unupgraded mutas. Goodbye. Do not fight the Valkyries. There's only 1. There were Marines helping there too, but my goodness. You ain't cool if you're not on a list. I think that's generally true. I think you have to be on a list if you're cool. If you're not on a list, you're not cool. I think that's fair. Not being on a list doesn't make you cool, but you have to be cool to be on the list. Does that work? I don't know. Psychonauts is definitely on the list. Are you kidding me? You're the most revolutionary guy that I know. Okay, well, Happy's Mutalisks are going to do better against these Corsairs because he's got quality mutas versus quantity Corsairs. But the mutas are kind of getting annihilated anyway. Interesting. Oh! Okay, main hive down for Happy. Reaver's causing problems. Happy is down to 36 supply here at 14 minutes. They're having the worst time of it. Yeah, Happy's in a lot of trouble here. He's got 2 hatcheries up this way, handful of drones, maybe 12 if he's lucky. The mutas are causing... Oh, here we go. Here comes the Valkyrie time. No! Get out of there! Mutas! No! No! Do not stack up! Do not try to muta bomb! No! Alright, Cardiax is down to 50 supply. Mass carriers without carrier capacity upgrade are here. Without armor, without attack. Carriers maybe not super great. Battle cruisers are better if you're looking for a tier 3 sky unit that is kind of okay without their upgrades. But carriers rely a lot on that carrier capacity upgrade. Good grief. Lunar says, airport security puts me in the small room every time. Are you, like, what? Are you Middle Eastern? Like, are you from Syria? Why would you go to the small room every time? My server connection was lost. That's bad. Ha! Psychonauts. I haven't seen Jonah Hill as a verb before. Jonah Hilled. Yeah, I don't know if carriers are going to work here, man. Because of your dad's job. Oh. Okay. We're just back with Mass Reaver, folks. All Big Man cares about today is making as many Reavers as possible and making you worry about that. Tiger Claw looked like Jesus. So he got searched every time he flew anywhere after 9/11. Got it. I had the TSA check my shoes once. Flying to Paris back in February of 2002. Oh, Nexus down here too. Yeah, this Mass Reaver thing is a beast to try and handle here. Even if you got the fully upgraded Dragoons, maybe some tanks would be nice to have on defense. Yeah, offensive Nidus by Sacre, wiping out what's left of Happy. What's up, Kiwi Gamer? How's it going, man? And Team Quality gets annihilated 2 games in a row. All right. Got some more data for Savior Sword. Does he want to make changes based on this data? Sometimes he really wants to make changes off of the data of 2 games. But look at that. 4 Prime out here, killing the most stuff today. Those Valkyries were good, but I think a little bit late, quite possibly. And then those drops were sick. Those Reaver drops were great. Okay. Lunar's on some kind of a list because of a government job. That's a weird reason to be on a list if your dad works for the government. I don't know. Oh, right. I lost my connection to BattleNet in the middle of that game. Let's restart StarCraft real quick. And then we'll do a free-for-all, because holy smokes, we got well more than enough support to get a free-for-all today. So let's get a Thursday free-for-all in the mix. Let's say thanks to Psychonauts. Let's say thanks to our guy Goat. Let's say thanks to Cardiox, especially, for massive PayPal donations. Big stuff here. Gift and subs as well. Y'all are the best. Thanks for making it a successful Thursday stream. Have I mapped the BGH natural spawn map yet? Have I made the natural spawn BGH map? What's the natural spawn BGH map? Kiwi Gamer. What's up, Sarov? Hello, hello. How are things today, Sarov? Oh. It says free-for-all. Interesting. All right. Let's go. Man. We'll do an unrest. I think that sounds fine. We don't do an unrest on a Thursday. BGH, but they all spawn to their naturals. Oh, interesting. No, I did not know that was a map. We haven't played it. If you want to send me the map, it'd be worth trying at some point. I don't see why not. Lunar says, I do not know what my dad does for work exactly. Oh. Okay. Right, but if he's like secret agent man for your government, why are you getting picked up by TSA every time you fly anywhere? Or, you know, whatever the Canadian version of TSA is. Happy says, I messed that up. Lesson learned, Happy. I mean, I could see why other countries would be concerned by your dad's work if he's like the Canadian equivalent of the CIA or something, but within Canada, they should be like, it's fine. Right? What are they worried about? This is a great review. Check this out. As we're waiting for one more person. Join. Oh, no, we're good, actually. We'll read this first. It's a Steam review for Expedition 33, which I've played on my other channel, by the way. It says, not recommended. Incredible experience. It's breathtakingly beautiful. Everything you heard about Expedition 33 is true. The gameplay and story is a fantastic breath of fresh air in a market that's filled with horrible quadruple A games that promise the world but never deliver. The story had me crying like a bohemian revolutionary with a nicotine dependency who just found out his favorite croissant factory has been closed due to consistent strikes. If that's the feeling you're looking for, you should purchase it immediately. Why is this a negative review? Unfortunately, Expedition 33 portrays the French as charismatic and likable people. That is too much fiction for my taste. Okay, that's funny. Sarov needs some sleep. You should get some sleep, Sarov. Kabam! All right, let's go. 8 people, nobody trying to get in. That's awesome. Everybody who's playing, who wants to play, gets to play. Love to see that. We're on Falcon Unrest, a classic map. We've been doing it for years. It is challenging, and at least it's some interesting stuff. So top left, Happy's Terran. Next door is Critter Protoss. These two will fight unless they specifically agree to a non-aggression pact sometime in the next 5 minutes. In the center, it's I Shall Return, playing Zerg. Save your swords down here. These two are probably going to fight. They're generally rush partners. So Max is down here playing Purple Protoss. Interesting. I guess maybe I Shall Return took his color, but he will sometimes fight against this location too. On the right side, we got another Protoss. It is a Cardiox, center of the map. Bazump playing Zerg. Good place for him. And then 4 Prime's playing Terran. So generally, either this position will attack south, or this position will attack here, or vice versa, right? The Zerg will go for this base. These are the rush partners. But it's all up in the air. You don't have to attack the person who's closest to you. You can attack whoever you want. StarCraft is a free expression game. You can attack whoever, whenever, even if it doesn't make any sense. You can build mass drones and try to win with that. You can build nothing but nexuses and try to win that way. Happy is offering non-aggression packs. Max is like, yes. A Cardiox is like, yes. Critter did not accept it. Why can't we be friends? Oh, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? It's a great question. Why can't we be friends? This is the last game, Nico. We are 2 hours and 44 minutes into the stream. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Smash Mouth made a cover of that song, or it was the Bare Naked Ladies? Or both, maybe. Fury, my streams are 4 hours on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, Sunday are usually longer, but got more time then. Here we go. I Shall Return is pressuring Savior Sword. Savior Sword's got 2 gate, though, so he should have enough zealot. Unless the pylon dies, he should have enough zealots to handle this, unless he can't actually make zealots. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hang on. One of them is still powered. Second. No, that's unpowered? How? Dude, I swear I've seen buildings that are further away than this from a pylon and are still powered. I could do that, Fury. Oh my gosh. Savior Sword might just be dead here in 3 minutes. I mean, he's at 6 probes against this many lings. Oh my gosh, he's done. He doesn't have the money to... Oh, I cannot believe this pylon's not powering this gate. Also, he needed to respond to the fact that he was losing that pylon a lot faster than he did. And he's out of it. Savior Sword is done at 335. Winner of many a free-for-all. Savior Sword, but not today. A Cardiox goes, et tu, Savior Sword? Yes, et tu, et moi. Got 4 pooled, man. Against a 2-gate. Should have been fine. Saturdays can generally be 8 hours. That's true. Sunday, I think, was 9 hours earlier this week. Cardiox says, who killed you? I will avenge. It's I Shall Return. You must get him for me. Cardiox is like, all right, I got it. I am an Avenger, after all. All right, now I'm looking it up. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? So originally written by War. The name of the band is War. If I search cover, there's like 1,000 covers. Smash Mouth did the one that I'm thinking about, though. Yeah, it was Smash Mouth. Anyway, Savior Sword's dead. How's Critter doing? He's alive. Doesn't appear to have been damaged at all. There was a proxy over here by Happy, but is he just building a command center and lifting it up to this position? That's kind of cool by Happy. I like that. He's taking Peninsula Base too, which is not a peninsula anymore because it has, well, it's still a peninsula, but it connects up to this stair base. That's a new addition that RJB put in, or whoever the last person was to edit this map. Cardiox is one of the better places on the map down here because you basically get a second base for free. You got to worry about high ground, though. NFL season started. Yeah, there's an NFL preseason game happening right now, I think. I Shall Return is trying to kill Critter. Okie doke. Critter's alive, but tried to expand against a one-basing Zerg and kind of is in a little bit of trouble here. He should be able to hold. He's got enough Zealots to fight with a little bit of Dragoon support here, too, which is great. The Hall of Fame game is Carolina versus Arizona. Wait, what? I thought that's a preseason game. It's not the Hall of Fame game. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. Yep. One of the all-time greatest backups in the history of the sport, Jacoby Brissett. Not, never good enough to be a starter, right? I think to be the all-time greatest backup, you have to be a backup. You can't be someone who backed up and then became a starter later. You have to just be a career backup to be the best backup ever. It's the Hall of Fame game tonight. Wait, what? I thought it was preseason. Hall of Fame induction weekend. Okay, so that's not the Hall of Fame game, though. When's the... Okay, guys. Why am I listening to Nico about anything today? So they call it the Hall of Fame game, but it's just a regular preseason game between two teams. It's not like old person Hall of Famer game or anything. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, we rushed lurkers. That's kind of fun. As, who is this? Bazump is lurkering the heck out of 4 Prime. He doesn't have an academy. He does have an academy. Who needs to build a comsat like right now. Because he can kill this lurker, he just needs to be able to see it. That's all. Critter held off the early aggression from Shall Return and is still alive. Shall Return's trying to expand south to Savior Sword's main instead of just taking this. Wait, did I just hear a drone die? What is happening here? Happy is cockroaching everywhere prematurely. Classic stuff. He's top left. He's down here. He's over on the right side. Is Max cockroaching? Where's Max? He's purple. No, he just got a second base. Max usually cockroaches. Ah, DT. Oh, that's what's dying. It's so hard to see the dark blue on the map. I Shall Return gets DT murdered. It wasn't even a Cardiox who avenged him. It was Max. Yeah, Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, Cam Newton. Man, I love Larry Fitzgerald. Uh-oh. Cardiox lagging out. Meanwhile, more lurkers trying to kill the tanking guy here. 4 Prime. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think the lurker time is over. Emmett Smith. You know Falcon doesn't respect Emmett Smith at all. We've talked about this before. I shall return eliminated. 4 Prime's holding on against the lurker stuff because he's got like 6 tanks. You can't really lurker bust somebody who's got tanks. It's for Marines, obviously. Yes, I know the history of Kurt Warner, Nico. He's still trying the lurker stuff. He's getting some value here. He's got a 3rd base behind it. He's got stairs base, which is very cool. Getting stairs base gives you a 20% chance to win the whole thing. So good job by him making that happen. Also really keeping 4 Prime down. Happy is expanded to the top right, as well as over here, as well as up here and down here and up here. Happy's benefiting immensely from the fact that Critter probably not going to be aggressive, and the fact that I shall return attacked him and made Critter even less likely to be aggressive. So Happy is extremely pleased about that. Yes, it is, Jared. In fact, it is. Because they're racist, Nico. That's why. It's one of my favorite things about the GTA campaign so far is that dude who works at this predatory used car dealership, everybody who comes in to buy a car from him, he calls them racist. It's very funny. He's like the Serbian guy. Just out of nowhere for no reason. GTA 5 is funnier than I thought it was going to be. Definitely a lot funnier. Yeah, Simeon. Sounds good, Jared. Enjoy your food. That is correct, Nico. Oh, Happy got found by Bazump. Bazump's like, I want this peninsula base. You can't have it. It gives me access to stair base, although Happy's building here too. Happy's, you know, Happy's strategy is generally a good one. Oh, is there something in that shuttle? I sure hope not. It's gone now. Yo. Yeah, 19% is higher than I thought it would be, Nico. 100%. Basketball was invented by white people anyway. It sure was. Yeah, Happy's trying to take this base. Yeah, look, if you try to expand 6 times in the first 12 minutes of a free-for-all, you're going to lose a couple of your bases. And that's okay. That's by design. He can afford to lose them because he's got 5 more to fall back on. Although, I mean, this got found too, which isn't great from him. What is attacking where? Ah, commands or CC down. Yep, 12 o'clock. He's just sending Hydras out, being like, what is going on here? That's right, Igloo Pilot. You take a lot of bases and you get away with it. That's a good way to win a game. Man, that is really in my head. Why can't we be friends? 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 No, that's a good question. Why can't we be friends? What's the answer to that question? Cardiox is building carriers. It's a pretty good map for carriers, historically. 4 Prime's like, alright, Bazump, you tried to Lurker Hydra me. I am a meching Terran. That's not gonna work. We're here to shut you down. And Bazump's like, oh no. What's up, Luis? Thank you. I will. Ah, I'm glad you like watching my videos, Luis. That's great news. Thanks for stopping by on a live stream. Good to see you. Well, these drops, I hope this is drops, because if it's not, it's definitely drops. Okay, excellent. Well played. So yeah, Nico, the inventor of basketball was Naismith, right? The Naismith Award. He's a Canadian, but he was in Massachusetts at the time. So it was invented in America by a Canadian. So can we share ownership of basketball? Is that okay? Yeah, 50-50. We'll share it 50-50, Nico. That's fair. Max is getting big, man. He's all up this way. He's built on I Shall Return's main. Nobody's taken this base yet. It's kind of a nice one to have. Cardiox and Max are doing a non-aggression pact. That's kind of nice. That's kind of a big deal. No way, Furies. That idea was 100% original by Dr. James Naismith. Look at this man. Look at this man. He looks like he's from the 1870s, doesn't he? He looks like Teddy Roosevelt, kind of. Big old, yeah, big old mustache, kind of portly. Got the hair, got the glasses. Yeah, it's like a Teddy Roosevelt look-alike. The peach basket. In early basketball, you shot it into a peach basket, and someone had to take the ball out of the peach basket to keep playing. Very funny. Good times. Good times in history. A lot of people are getting big, man. Cardiox, 148 supply. Bazump, 130. Max, 120. Critter, about 120. 4 Prime, under 100. He's kind of squeezed in here a little bit. He's got Bazump on one side and Happy on the other one. And to the south is a carrier player that he doesn't want to fight against. He's really mostly prepared to deal with Bazump, but is he? Because Bazump is really good. Albrand is rooting hard for Bazump in this game, I can tell you that much. James Naismith was from Eastern Ontario. What brought him to Massachusetts? Perhaps the superior educational opportunities that are found in America? Perhaps. Portly Canadian from back then was an East Coaster. Yeah, but like 99.9% of Canadians lived on the East Coast back then. Nobody was over in Vancouver in 1853. Ah, 4 Prime. He sees the drop coming. That's a good thing to do. Put a Marine out for scouting purposes. See what's going on. Ah! Cardiox is like, what's up? I got my carriers. You ready to fight? I got obs. Scourge ahoy! Woo! Not enough Scourge, I tell ya. Oh, Dark Swarm Hydra. Time to back it out. Never mind. Just kidding. Sorry. My bad. See you later. Bazump holds it off. A good Zerg player will annihilate and shut down carriers so hard. Unless maybe they've got some Storm with it. But on this map, you can't really bring the High Templar with you unless you drop him. He's going to be annoying with these carriers anyway. And by that, I mean he's going to lose a bunch of his interceptors for no reason. Bazump's like, maybe don't try to kill me with carriers. It's not going to work out for you very well. So, considering that Save Your Sword died in the first 3 minutes, I'm really shocked nobody else is dead. I guess I Shall Return is right in Revenge, but only 2 people dead in the first 20 minutes is crazy. I'm talking about back in 1853, Nico. I'm not talking about now. James Naismith didn't go to the United States because of today's educational system. He went to Massachusetts for the education available back then. It's all relative. He's still trying this carrier thing. I mean, he's gonna get a base. It's not nothing. OKG says, do you have any boxer? Okay, I have a whole... Wait, do you want a boxer replay? No. Oh, hang on. I have a whole playlist of boxer stuff. But there's only 20 of them, and I don't think any of them... He killed a base, but again, thank you for the free untapped maple syrup, Nico. That's very nice of you. No, but like, okay, Vancouver. Vancouver was established in 1886. James Naismith invented basketball in 1891. So I guess Vancouver did exist back then. Critter's on the move out. Critter's attacking Max. Critter is at 160 supply. Max is maxed out, though. He's going to be tough to deal with. He's got +2 attack and no armor. It's 1-1 from Critter. Cardiox is apologizing to somebody. Welcome back, Igloo. And yeah, Critter is just outnumbered and out-upgraded, I think, here, too. I think I'd rather have +2 attack in a PvP than 1-1. The armor doesn't help as much against Dragoons. They just hit like trucks anyway. Same with the Archons and the Zealots. We don't see a lot of armor upgrading before attack in PvP. So Critter's got a hold against Max. Max is, you know, not necessarily going to go after you first, unless he has DTs, but if you attack him and he holds it, he will counterattack you. Definitely do his best that way. Four primes, taking one of Bazump's spaces away while he's dealing with the carriers. Nicely done, taking this 12 o'clocker. Carriers still being insanely annoying. Even if you can handle carriers, it's still tough to deal with it on this map. Oh, there we go. He unloaded some High Templar on this high ground, so now the Darkstorm Hydras can be countered by the Storm. Oh, this is so good. Yes, Nico, I do. Let's re-roll that. We let Max get big, says Critter. Four prime's like, I was busy with Bazump. And now he's dying. So Critter gets overrun by Max. Bazump is at 110 supply and really struggling against these carriers. Like, more than I was expecting here. Redo. Redo. Nico, redo. Please, let me re-roll. Wow. All right. So Bazump is going to try to stay alive. He's not just going to GG out here. Happy is on all of the corners except for bottom right. He's top right, top left, bottom left. He's right side. He's stair base. He lost this to Bazump, but he held on to this, which is funny. Because this connects. You'd think he would come over here, but I don't think Bazump knows that right now. And he's too busy dealing with the carriers anyway. Because I'm trying to build mass spores over here. I was born as a Frenchman in Quebec. I'll take that. That's fine. I mean, do my parents love me or do they suck? That's kind of what matters, right? I think, honestly, the thing I care about more is do your parents care about you? Because if they do, I think that makes up for a lot of other problems. Fury hates the Quebecois. Critter's dying slowly. It's a very slow chase here by a Cardiox. Man, I did not expect this to happen. I did not think a Cardiox would just show up with some carriers and wipe out Bazump. Hey, Critter, Max is pretty strong. It is true. My dad's in jail. That doesn't count. I guess I should have been more specific. You're like that monkey's paw, Nico, where you wish for something and then the monkey paw is like, okay, your parents love you, but they're schizophrenics. It's like, oh. The monkey's paw curls. Montreal. Bazump is still alive. He's waiting for other people to die. This is kind of an unlikely Final Four. A Cardiox? I guess Happy's a monster. Happy's usually somewhere in the final four here at least. Final three. Happy's a pirate. Yes, he is. He's got a 15,000 mineral bank, and he's getting attacked by a Cardiox. He's got some Valkyries, which aren't that great against carriers, unfortunately. Kind of working. It is 3-2 upgrades here, and it's not full shields. Yeah, okay. Did not work as well as you'd like them to, Valkyries against carriers. Niku got a quick reincarnation. Good deal, good deal. 4 primes on the move out. Just really hunting down Bazump, who is attacking a Cardiox with not very much of an anti-carrier group. It's a lot of lurkers and a couple ultras and like some hydras here. But he's trying to push it onto a Cardiox a little bit. Meanwhile, Bazump's final base is getting absolutely smashed. Nice. Plague. Okay, that's step 1 of killing carriers as a Zerg is plaguing them. But Plague never killed anything, right? So here we go. He's got like 2 Hydras inside a Dark Swarm. He killed one of the carriers. And all the Hydras are dead. So that was fun. Dark Swarm doesn't last forever. Yeah, Bazump's dead as a doornail. That's it. He made spores if the carriers showed up, and then Goliaths and tanks came instead. Welcome to getting free-for-all. Happy says, don't attack me. I don't know. Happy's going battle cruisers, though, which... not great in a world where there's a lot of Dragoons running around. Dragoons trade so well against battle cruisers. They're maybe the best. Nice recall. Nice recall. Wait, Critter's... oh, Critter actually hasn't left the game. He's chatting, though. Critter wanted to get one last storm off. Fair enough, Crit Dog. All right, man. Max is ahead in overall supply, 194. I don't know how Bazump's alive. He's building a hatch here. Critter's officially eliminated. GG Critter. And then there were 4 Cardiox, Max, 4 Priming, and Happy. The map's getting mined out pretty quickly here. I guess this base is fairly fresh. This base is fairly fresh, but the right side of the map got mined out real fast. Did Happy actually AFK? Is he... his APM is dropping. I think he might be AFK. $46, $45. They found Bazump. At least one of his. Ooh, he's on stairs base. He's got money. If he has time, he might be able to rebuild a little bit. Max pushing in to Happy Town. I think what Happy told him he was AFK. Bazump's eliminated. Happy is getting wrecked because he went AFK and Max is killing him. Classic Max maneuver. I mean, Happy told him, though, is the thing. Happy was like, I'm going AFK. Don't attack me. Max isn't going to honor that. What are you talking about? So Max getting hit by 4 Prime while he's busy trying to finish off Happy. That's going to be hard to do because Happy is everywhere. Finding him is going to be tough. And a lot of your production capabilities are over this way. I guess you have a bunch down here too, but... Bit of a counterattack here by Max. I guess, yeah, he just came from that top side over here. Cloaked Wraiths against Dragoons are pretty good if there aren't any obs. And there aren't any obs, so that's an interesting engagement for sure. Cardiacs is just rebuilding. Making High Templar. Got his carrier ball here. We'll see. He's just letting everybody else fight it out. Max holds on to this base, but loses all the gates he had here, so not really providing any value for him anymore. Couple tanks remaining. 11 kills and 5 kills on these boys. Plus 3 attack tanks, man. 12 kills before he goes down. Tank cost efficiency is always through the roof in the hands of a good player. Happy is still away. He hasn't come back yet. His plan, let everybody else fight it out. For Prime, taking the natural base of a main spawn because I Shall Return never took it. I guess Max had it for a minute, but it's gone now. The Goliaths are making the carriers think twice about this, but if the Goliaths fight the Dragoons and then the carriers come in and clean up what's left, that's going to be really effective stuff here. So this little three-way is not going to go well for anybody who fights first. That's why we're falling back. Although Max is engaging into this position, which again is good for a Cardiacs. Battle cruisers doing what battle cruisers do. Spin. Okay, Max is letting 4 Prime do this thing with the carriers. He's got better range than the Dragoons do. Oh, the Wraiths are on him, but there is detection here because you're fighting right on top of cannons. So he decides to fight this with detection against the Wraiths, but the Goliaths are getting huge hits off too. Are they attacking the bodies? Or are they going after the Interceptors? I don't know. The Wraiths are all going to die. 4 Prime doesn't have a huge bank to replace those, but the carrier ball is getting eliminated there too. This cannon providing so much value. There were, oh, I guess there were obs with them as well, but Yo, all those Wraiths died. This base does go down for a Cardiox. His bank is even lower than 4 primes. Yeah, a Goliath Wraith Ball is pretty good. Ah, he'd been previously plagued. Happy's back! Not dead after going AFK for like 15 minutes. That was funny. Happy's like, hey, you took my bases, Max. Yes, that happened. And Max is 2 racing, because of course he is. Casually at 338 available supply, but only has 135 total. I don't know if he has the money to do this. I'm really not sure if he has the money to do this. He's got a lot of spinny battle cruisers, though. Happy has Spinny Boys. Yeah, level 80 knows about the spinning battle cruiser emoji we have on the Twitch side for you subscribers. Some fun stuff out there for all y'all. So where are we at? Max 2,000 minerals, 4 prime, 2,500 minerals. Happy 7,000 minerals. Happy's like, I don't know, man. You killed some of my stuff, Max. You might have to die. I just don't think the battle cruisers are going to be able to do it is the problem. He's building a Wraith Ball to counter the battle cruisers. They have 0/0 upgrades, though. What's up, Tyrion? Aw, PlayStation loading sound is a nostalgic one, isn't it? Oh, what an era. 4 prime's like, is everyone broke? No, not really. Ah. Archons? I guess Archons are pretty good in PvP if the enemy has a lot of Zealots. But no. It's kind of working, sure. Oh, the Zealots are coming to handle the Archons. What did I just say? Trying to storm these boys so that the Archons can eat them up. They don't have full upgrades, though. We got the upgrades for the carriers, but not for the Archons. Ugh. 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 I say. A Cardiox is under 1,000 minerals and doesn't have any income. So Cardiox Carrier Boy is not going to win this one. Not that he's always a Carrier Boy, but... yeah, Cardiox is not winning this. He doesn't have the money. Max is complaining about getting attacked by everyone. Oh, so you try to use the unupgraded Wraiths to kill the fully upgraded carriers with obs. Happy is like, I haven't attacked anyone. What are you talking about? But you know what? I don't want to make you a liar. And Happy brings the big boys in. Here come the battle cruisers. The unupgraded 1/1 Wraiths. Okay, I lied. They're upgraded. Wraiths are good against BCs, but not when they don't have upgrades equivalent to what the BCs have in these numbers. Yo. This is where Max rage quits. He says it's stupid. That's usually an indicator. He's fighting over this way too. Cardiox down to 275 minerals, not going up. Only going down today when you're building carriers. That's not ideal. See, these race are 3-3. So as far as dealing with BCs with 3-3 race against 3-3 BCs, it's going to be a better time. Probably want some Goliaths there anyway, just because, you know, the Goliaths can outrange the BCs really heavily. That's kind of the point. Kind of the point. Max's sister is yelling at him. Oh, Max. Bad times, Max. I'm sorry. I think this is the same sister that unplugged his router in the middle of a game once. Which is like, hot dang. That is a very rude thing to do. Happy's like, what's your sister talking about? What's your sister yelling about? And that sounds like the sister unplugged the router again. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo. Huh. Goat's enjoying the situation. I bet the situation has been portrayed in a sitcom before, Critter. At least a parent has unplugged a router in the middle of a kid playing a video game, right? So Max is out of there. He had a pretty decent army, but it's gone now. So that leaves us with 4 Prime and Happy. Happy has the most money by far, but he's going mass battle cruiser, which I think 4 Prime might be okay with. And he's just kind of A-moving it. There you go. Here comes the A move. Well, here's the thing, Critter. As far as I know, Max is an adult who lives in an apartment with his sister, who's also an adult, and their parents live somewhere else. So I'm fairly sure that's what's going on. Yeah, A-moving battle cruisers into Terrans, not going to work out. I think Happy is not tryharding, and 4 Prime is tryharding. So usually tryhard beats not tryhard. You want to watch battle cruisers die, folks? Ah, okay. All right, they're alive. What? Carriers coming in the other side. That doesn't really matter, though. Happy has a lot of BCs. True. I killed half of them, says 4 Prime. Yeah, you motto those cannons, Happy. Don't just A-move, use your spells. Don't lose your wraiths to them, though. Yeah, 4 Prime's out of cash. 4 Prime's got a handful of Goliaths. Maybe some stuff's in these dropships, but it doesn't seem like it. Not with 99 total supply. Wow. Yamatoing a carrier. Beautifully done. Yeah. So Happy's just going to win with a bigger bank and a bigger army and more money, and that's it. Okay, while the battle cruisers are down bottom right, finishing off Cardiox as one last hurrah here from 4 Prime. He has no more money to make any more Goliaths. He's got dropships, though. He can drop in these islands, at least try to wipe them out, but it's going to be hard, if at all possible. Happy's got enough money to rebuild those science vessels, for example. These battle cruisers, for example. I don't know. Cardiox might be able to take enough off of Happy that 4 Prime can kill him. It's just going to be tough wiping this base out just because of the turrets. These corner bases are not that big of a deal. Radiating the High Templar, so storms can't kill your BCs is a nice move. EMPs the BCs. Nice. A lot of Goliaths are on the other side of the map. That's the problem with having ground units against flying units, especially on this map, is keeping up with it is so hard to do. Cardiox GG's out. Okay, so now it's just can 4 Prime make good trades here by dematrixing Goliath against these BCs. A lot of them are lined up over here. Yeah. I mean, you can't even micro against the Goliaths. They're faster than you are. They can chase you. What you can do is fall back to high ground positions or get into dead airspace to retreat. Uh-oh. 4 Prime might tap out. It's like, I have a bank and you do not. Yeah, man. That's at least 12 BCs against 12. I mean, the extra early shots here help a lot. He's trying to kite and be as incredibly cost efficient as he can with the remaining Goliaths because this is all he's got, man. This is his army. 83 supply of SCVs, dropships, a couple tanks, which are not helping right now, and Goliaths. No, Yamatoing individual Goliaths is not usually good, but In the situation where there aren't that many Goliaths, yeah, okay. And that's it, man. Happy got away with an incredibly economically aggressive expand a whole bunch play because Critter never actually attacked him or was attacked by Happy. Look at this. Kite, 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 kite. Happy's down to 400 minerals, but he just made a bunch more battle cruisers. Oh gosh, the Yamatos. Yamatos can make up for the lack of range, and that's it. GG. 4 Prime taps out, and Happy gets the win here. Boo! In 53 minutes, and he went AFK for about 20 minutes of that, so... It's the old go AFK and win anyway strategy that RJB did once out on Magna Bellum. Crazy game that was. Crazy long. Way longer than this one. But anyway, GG's, man. Way to go, Happy. He's always dangerous out here, man. You can't just leave him alone like Critter. You can't do it. What's up, Vincent? You can't just leave Happy alone no matter where he is. You could have killed him and chose to be passive instead. Yeah, it's tough out there for Prime, but GG taking second place, and it looks like you're not lagging out today, so that's great. Looks like your new PC helped a lot. So Cardiox killed the most stuff with his carriers. Couldn't quite pull off the victory in the end, though. And then Happy outspent everybody, which is about 90% of winning a free-for-all anyway. So GG's, man. Well done to Happy. Hats off. 4 Prime's PC he was playing on was dying, and so that was causing the lag. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Let's raid Cross. Cross is a cool dude. So thanks for the support today, everybody. Thanks for being here on a Thursday. We're back tomorrow with more StarCraft. So appreciate the help here from I Shall Return, gifting a sub to Tiny Viking and using 200 bits. A Cardiox tip 20 bucks over on PayPal at falconpaladin@gmail.com. We got Psychonauts gifting tier 1 subs, 5 of them to a bunch of you guys. That was also very good. And then we had Goat with the $10 donation as well. So thanks, everybody. Love ya. And you're already on Cross's stream, says Tyrion. I bet. Cross is awesome. So we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow with the Friday StarCraft stream. Be there, be square. Love you all. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your night. And goodbye. Catch you later, Max.